want the smoke. Day before Thanksgiving, let's get it.
But, why do they all kiss it?
Did I ever tell you about how I was a nom?
No.
I wasn't. For Thanksgiving.
All right.
Guess we got a problem.
I am 880's most elite Austin Carnes, and I am standing outside here of the historic Penn Brewery. And on Wednesday, November 26th, the Thanksgiving Bash will happen right here. Superstars will do battle. Championships will be defended, and lives will certainly be changed. Here is your 2025 Thanksgiving Bash rundown. Starting things off, we have a triple threat for the most prestigious prize of them all. That, of course, being the 880 Championship. The trigger figure of the Dead Hand Society, Nick Wilde, defends their gold against Matt Connor and Gianni Michael Enrico, who is looking to become GM3. Stuff is put up or shut up. Some guy named John and Clayton King make up leaders by example. For months, they have wreaked havoc on Thursday night fights. Thanksgiving Bash, however, they will have their toughest challenge yet as Billy Dixon and the current GCW World Champion Effy teams up to potentially eliminate the cancer known as leaders by example. Tensions have been ever so high since the last time we were at the Penn Brewery. The demolition of the dead has taken a wide right, and we may finally see revenge. Lizzie Blake will finally have the chance to get his hands on Marco Narciso as they do battle for the very first time. Why not a psychedelic ladder match? Sammy Suntimer and Alea Dreams has been nothing short of incredible since capturing these titles. After various qualifying matches, we will see them test their own skills against Death Watch, Departments of Jocks, Creeps, and The Runway. The King of Pittsburgh, MV Young, will put his Fest title on the line in an open challenge. Who will step up to the plate and accept the King's challenge? Fest Tag Team Gold will also be defended as the fourth line defends against Dead Hand Society. Brandon St. James and KC War has defended their titles on a few occasions, but has yet to defend against this cult-like alliance. This will certainly feel like a third-period hockey fight. Finally, our main event, a match that has been brewing for years. David Lawless has been up and down the roads of Pittsburgh, both loved and hated by fans everywhere he went. His kryptonite, however, happens to be the Hardcore Champion. Amateur wrestler Reese Hayes is a co-owner of 880, a leader by example. And throughout the short history of 880 wrestling, David Lawless has never beaten Reese Hayes. Our main event stakes could not be higher. It is career versus title. Will Lawless finally become champion, or will this be the last time that we see the gavel? All that and much more will take place right here at the Penn Brewery on Wednesday, November 26th. Tickets are now on sale, so don't forget to get yours. See you all there.
Oh, hey guys, it's your boy, Sammy Suntimer, Alea Dreams, and Billy the Alien. And we got some news for y'all. You see, this Thursday night fights, 1010 Freiburg Street, for the free ski. We finally got some qualifying matches to see who faces us for the tag team titles in that multi-man tag ladder match at Penn Brewery the day before Thanksgiving.
And you know what, fourth line, at the end of the day, I love ya. Much respect. We can even say we love you, you know? But you challenged us for that double title match. Fest Tag Team Championships for the 880 Tag Team Championships. Best believe we're taking it all. And hey, you just never know. We might be defending 4 championships at the same time, you know? So, anyone in that ladder match, get your head straight, all right? It's about time you come for some real tags, all right?
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Just won our match against Beef Kick and Threshold. Got an envelope from Princess Amanda. Fridge, go ahead and see what's in it. Oh, yeah, that shit. You're right. Mickey, open that up for me. Open that shit.
I'm not gonna.
Let me. I got it. I got it. There. Read it. All right. Read it. Yeah, we're good. What are you laughing at? Yeah. Can you try? Yeah, I got it. I went to college. Oh, okay. I mean, me too, but I can't read either. I told you I went to college. I didn't graduate. Here, you know what? You read it. You read it. Yeah, pick that shit up. Pick that up. Read it. What does that say?
To DOJ.
That's me and you.
You are formally invited to a ladder match for the 880 Tag Team Championships.
You keep saying that's 880.
I know.
How many? 880. How many numbers? How many tag matches are we invited to? 880? 880. That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
We got time for that?
Hosted by
party next weekend. Okay.
Hosted by Psychedelic Dreams.
That's a lot of.
It's a lot of it's
consonants, croissants.
Psychedelic Dreams.
That's like croissant.
The Tag Team Champion.
Pronounce it right. Yeah. Pronounce it right. Show me telling you how to read.
Hosted by Croissant Dreams.
There you go.
On November 26th, 2025, at Thanksgiving Bash 4.
So that. But you said 880.
That's this year.
You said 880. Why is it 4 now?
It's 880 matches.
880 2025. But it's 4. Dummy. It's 4. Where'd 880 come in? You know what? We're gonna win this shit. We accept. We're on top. We accept. Croissant Dreams. Whatever it is.
Yeah, we accept it.
Yeah, you got it. I don't give a shit. Yes, we accept.
Gianni, Nix. I think it's time we set a couple things straight. First of all, Gianni, I get you want your title back. I get you've got business with the Dead Hand Society. So do I. As far as I'm concerned, you're in my way. You've had your chance. You blew it. Step aside. As far as you go, Nix, in my absence, you've been targeting my kin. Peyton, Marcus, Ty. You got payback. And I don't want your championship for the accolade. I want it because I know as soon as I take that title from you, the Dead Hand Society crumbles, clearing the path for me to get my hands on Tyler Vox and settle this once and for all. You can't escape death. You'll find that out soon enough.
I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're gay.
And here's NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His Envy is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His Envy on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Yeah, what is this?
Yeah, I don't know. Billy Club.
Oh, like cops? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Billy Club. Oh.
Ladders.
Ladders. I'm afraid of heights.
I'm not. I'm afraid of ladders, actually. Yeah.
Oh, no.
You know, that's fine. It's okay. It's fine. We're going to win the tag team championships. That's it. We're gonna win
That's
the tag
true.
We're gonna do
That's time.
Yeah. Need belts.
Yeah.
Need belts. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
Yeah.
Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. Wait for the perfect time then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time then attack. Do what you have to do, make it last. Wait for the perfect.
Billy Club. I thought that was Psychedelic Dreams. Who's Billy? You know what? It doesn't matter who Billy is. You know why? Open it. What does it say? What does it say? Okay, there's no money. What does it say? A ladder match for the 880 Tag Team Championships. How does dress us? Hosted by Psychedelic Dreams. You know what that means? We have our shot at the 880 Tag Team Championships in the ladder match. We are the most experienced team in that match. We have held the most gold in that match. And I can't think of anything else before Thanksgiving, the best gift of them all. Climbing that ladder and taking those 880 Tag Team Championships. So Psychedelic Dreams, you better be ready because the runway may have just become your worst nightmare.
Yeah, like, whoa, yeah, and it's like, I didn't think there was room,
Brother.
because it was like that big around too.
Jeez.
And like, you know, I only had so much space that I could, you know.
You still ate the whole thing?
Yeah, honestly, I'm still surprised by myself.
Impressive.
Yeah, I mean, anyway, did you ever open that envelope that Amanda gave you?
I did, and like, by looking at it, these lips are huge.
Okay.
And like, we don't say we got paperclip lips. Like, he could have done it. And Amanda said they weren't from her.
Okay.
So it had to be a Leia.
That's for me!
Oh, what the fuck? Where the hell did you come from?
Don't worry about that.
What is this? Hold that. Chuck, clear our schedule day before Thanksgiving. We have a ladder match with Psychedelic Dreams.
Oh, are they serious?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice.
Some boys want to smoke. Day before Thanksgiving? Let's get it.
And, why do they all kiss it?
Ever tell you about how I was a nom?
No.
I wasn't.
For Thanksgiving. All right. Guess we got a problem.
I am 880's most elite Austin Carnes, and I am standing outside here of the historic Penn Brewery. And on Wednesday, November 26th, the Thanksgiving Bash will happen right here. Superstars will do battle. Championships will be defended, and lives will certainly be changed. Here is your 2025 Thanksgiving Bash rundown. Starting things off, we have a triple threat for the most prestigious prize of them all. That, of course, being the 880 Championship. The trigger figure of the Dead Hand Society, Nick Wilde, defends their gold against Matt Connor and Gianni Michael Enrico, who is looking to become GM3. Up, it's put up or shut up. Some guy named John and Clayton King make up leaders by example. For months, they have wreaked havoc on Thursday night fights. Thanksgiving Bash, however, they will have their toughest challenge yet as Billy Dixon and the current GCW World Champion Effy teams up to potentially eliminate the cancer known as leaders by example. Tensions have been ever so high since the last time we were at the Penn Brewery. The demolition of the dead has taken a wide right, and we may finally see revenge. Lizzie Blake will finally have the chance to get his hands on Marco Narciso as they do battle for the very first time. Why not a psychedelic ladder match? Sammy Suntimer and Alea Dreams has been nothing short of incredible since capturing these titles. After various qualifying matches, we will see them test their own skills against Death Watch, Department of Jocks, Creeps, and The Runway. The King of Pittsburgh, MV Young, will put his Fest title on the line in an open challenge. Who will step up to the plate and accept the King's challenge? Best Tag Team Gold will also be defended as the fourth line defends against Dead Hand Society. Brandon St. James and KC War has defended their titles on a few occasions, but has yet to defend against this cult-like alliance. This will certainly feel like a third-period hockey fight. Finally, our main event, a match that has been brewing for years. David Lawless has been up and down the roads of Pittsburgh, both loved and hated by fans everywhere he went. His kryptonite, however, happens to be the Hardcore Champion. Amateur wrestler Reese Hayes is a co-owner of 880, a leader by example. And throughout the short history of 880 wrestling, David Lawless has never beaten Reese Hayes. Our main event stakes could not be higher. It is career versus title. Will Lawless finally become champion, or will this be the last time that we see the gavel? All that and much more will take place right here at the Penn Brewery on Wednesday, November 26th. Tickets are now on sale, so don't forget to get yours. See you all there.
Oh, hey guys, it's your boy, Sammy Suntimer, Alea Dreams, and Billy the Alien. And we got some news for y'all. You see, this Thursday, Thursday night fights, 1010 Freiburg Street for the free ski. We finally got some qualifying matches to see who faces us for the tag team titles in that multi-man tag ladder match at Penn Brewery the day before Thanksgiving.
And you know what, fourth line, at the end of the day, I love ya. Much respect. We can even say we love you, you know? But you challenged us for that double title match. Fest Tag Team Championships for the 880 Tag Team Championships. Best believe we're taking it all. And hey, you just never know. We might be defending 4 championships at the same time, you know? So, anyone in that ladder match, get your head straight, all right? It's about time. You come for some real tag.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Just want our match needs beef picking threshold. Got an envelope from Princess Amanda. Fridge, go ahead and see what's in it. Oh, yeah, that shit. You're right. Mickey, open that up for me. Open that shit.
I'm not gonna.
Let me.
I'm not gonna help.
I got it. I got it. I got it. There. Read it. All right. Read it. Yeah, we're good. What are you laughing at? Yeah. Can you try? Yeah, I got it. I went to college. Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll tell you.
I mean, me too. Well, I can't read either. I told you I went to college. I didn't graduate. Here, you know what? You read it. You read it. Yeah, pick that shit up. Pick that up. Read it. What does that say?
To DOJ.
That's us. That's me and you.
You are formally invited to a ladder match for the 880 Tag Team Championships.
But you keep saying that's 880.
I know. Yeah.
How many?
880.
How many numbers? How many tag matches are we invited to? 880. 880. That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
We got time for this?
Hosted by
the party next weekend. Okay.
Hosted by Psychedelic Dreams.
That's a lot of.
It's a lot of
consonants. Croissants.
Psychedelic Dreams.
That's definitely croissant.
The tag team champion.
Pronounce it right. Pronounce it right. Yeah. Pronounce it right. Sorry, should be telling you how to read.
Hosted by Croissant Dreams.
There you go.
On November 26th, 2025, at Thanksgiving Bash 4.
So that. But you said 880.
That's this year.
You said 880. Why was it 4 now?
It's 880 matches.
880 2025. But it's 4. Dummy. It's 4. Where'd 880 come in? You know what? We're gonna win this shit. We accept. We're on top. We accept. We accept. Croissant dreams. Whatever it is.
Yeah, we accept it.
Yeah, we got it. I don't give a shit. We accept.
Gianni, Nix. I think it's time we said a couple things straight. First of all, Gianni, I get you want your title back. I get you've got business with the Dead Hand Society. So do I. As far as I'm concerned, you're in my way. You've had your chance. You blew it. Step aside. As far as you go, Nix, in my absence, you've been targeting my kid. Peyton, Marcus, Ty. Don't pay that coach. And I don't want your championship for the accolade. I want it because I know as soon as I take that title from you, the Dead Hand Society crumbles, clearing the path for me to get my hands on Tyler Voss and settle this once and for all. You can't escape death. You'll find that out soon enough.
I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're a gay.
And here's NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His Envy is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His Envy on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Yeah, what is this?
Yeah, I don't know. Billy Club.
Oh, like cops? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Billy clubs. Oh.
Ladders.
Ladders? Ladders. I'm afraid of heights.
I'm not. I'm afraid of ladders, actually. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
You know what? That's fine. It's okay. It's fine. We're going to win the tag team championships. That's it. We're gonna win
That's
the tag-
true.
we're gonna do
That's
it.
fine.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Need belts.
Yeah.
Need belts. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
be there.
Yeah.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Do what you have to do, make it last. Wait for the perfect
Billy. Billy Club? I thought that was Psychedelic Dreams. Who's Billy? You know what? It doesn't matter who Billy is. You know why? Open it. What does it say? What does it say? Okay, there's no money. What does it say? A ladder match for the 880 Tag Team Championships.
How does it dress to us?
Hosted by Psychedelic Dreams. You know what that means? We have our shot at the 880 Tag Team Championships in the ladder match. We are the most experienced team in that match. We have held the most gold in that match. And I can't think of anything else before Thanksgiving. The best gift of them all. Climbing that ladder and taking those 880 Tag Team Championships. So Psychedelic Dreams, you better be ready because the runway may have just become your worst nightmare.
Yeah, whoa, yeah, and it's like I didn't think there was room, brother, because it was like that big around too. Jeez, and like I only had so much space that I could. You
still ate the whole thing.
Yeah, honestly, I'm still surprised by myself.
Impressive.
Yeah, I mean, anyway, did you ever open that envelope that Amanda gave you?
I did, and like by looking at it, these lips are huge. Okay. And like we don't say we got paperclip lips. Like he could have done it. And Amanda said they weren't from her. Okay. So it had to be a Leia.
That's for me! What the fuck? Where the hell did you come from?
Don't worry about that. What is this?
Chuck, clear our schedule day before Thanksgiving. We have a ladder match with Psychedelic Dreams.
Oh, that's serious?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice.
Some boys want to smoke. Day before Thanksgiving? Let's get it.
But, why do they all kiss it?
Ever tell you about how I was a nom?
No.
I wasn't.
For Thanksgiving. Guess we got a problem.
880 Wrestling fans, we are live! How are we doing tonight? We have a fantastic night in store here at Penn Brewery for the 4th annual Thanksgiving Bash, which folks watching at home you can check out live on IndyWrestling.live and on YouTube. But before we get into that, we have a pre-show to have with 2 big matches. Who's ready for some wrestling, folks? Your opening contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall.
Welcome to the Thanksgiving Bash buy-in. To my right, 880's most elite, Austin Carnes. Austin, how you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling great, Toddy. It's great to be here. It's great to be at the Thanksgiving Bash. What a night we have in store.
Of course, Toddy Tondera here. Thank you for spending your Thanksgiving Eve with 880 Wrestling for some buy-in action.
Introducing first, team number 1. They are the team of So Good, Dylan Cole. His partner, representing the Dead Hand Society, he is the Peanut Butter Zombie, Saturn Price. Together, they are the Tragedy Boys.
Now, we heard a lot about the Tragedy Boys before their debut here at 880 Wrestling. Saturn Price is also a part of the Dead Hand Society, but this evening Saturn Price is out here with his boy from the Midwest, Dylan Cole, and they've collected a lot of tag team gold
opponents
in the Midwest. Oh,
making their way to the ring first, fighting out of the backfield with a batting average of .305. This is the Wanderer, Wade Allen. His partner, fighting out of parts unknown. This is the Fireman, Luca.
And of course, the Wanderer, Wade Allen, making his debut with 880 Wrestling here. Coming down all the way. I had an opportunity to talk to Wade Allen a little bit earlier on, and Wade Allen traveled 15 hours to be a part of 880 Wrestling, and first time tagging up with El Luca.
15 hours?
15 hours.
Wow.
Of course, El Luca's normal tag team accomplice, Los Tonios, from what I understand, was put out of action from tonight's events from the Tragedy Boys. Dylan Cole wanted to make a statement before the show even came together. Wade Allen was supposed to be a little bit later on in the card, but I mean, he's as big as two houses combined. I think that's a good enough tag team partner.
What a clothesline from Wade Allen right out of the gates, too. Oh, you hear that, Tony?
Oh, yes, of course.
Raider across the face into the belly suplex. Tags in, here comes El Luca. As Tony just mentioned before, El Luca working with a bunch of different partners, has found his footing with Los Tonios, but Wade Allen definitely the biggest so far as we go into that snap suplex.
Now, we've talked about in recent weeks, Austin, that El Luca and Los Tonios were grasping at straws to find a proper tag team partner. They finally put together MDMA, and right before our biggest show of the year, well, Los Tonios was put out of action.
Oh! There's that big running elbow, too, from Dylan Cole.
Well, Dylan Cole here. What do you think of Dylan Cole making an arrival like this?
I mean, this is certainly the way to do it. This is certainly the place to be at the Thanksgiving Bash where the lights shine the brightest. Day before Thanksgiving, and oh, big double team action there.
I think the Tragedy Boys were a little bit intimidated by MDMA, Los Tonios, and El Luca, and they knew that they've recently coalesced here at 880 Wrestling, and the Tragedy Boys did what the Tragedy Boys always do. They took out the younger competitor in Los Tonios, and I think they're afraid of our Pittsburgh chemistry here.
I think they might be. But I mean, that might be to their own avail too, Toddy, because look, you take out Los Tonios, and now look who's standing in your corner, Wade Allen. Oh!
And of course, the veteran tag team of the Tragedy Boys, a big part of Naptown Pro, Summit Pro as well. And I think they have the right, two.
That was only two.
Foot on the ropes there. Well, absolutely the referee hit the 3 count, but that he did not see that the foot was on the ropes. Well, come on now. I mean, you can't see over Saturn Price. He's as big as a house. I forgive referee Tony there. But what I was trying to say, Austin, is the fact that Wade Allen is being kept on the apron here. They have the right person in this ring because, I mean, that brick shit house of Wade Allen, I don't know. I don't want him fresh in.
I don't want him in there either. And I mean, that's what they're doing, the right thing, using that tag team chemistry they already have, grounding your opponent, keeping him far away from Wade Allen. What the hell does Dylan Cole have in mind?
Oh, taking a little bit too much time. That senton from the top rope, nothing in the pool. El Luca getting to his feet, and here comes Ontario's designated hitter, Wade Allen.
Like a bat out of hell, here comes Wade Allen. Monstrous chops. Oh, into the big slam.
Oh, big spinning leg drop there. And, oh, how about that tag team chemistry?
Certainly worked out, but cool, right at 2.
And a lot of times with these buy-in opportunities for folks, this is your time to make a statement in 880 Wrestling. Dylan Cole's first time here, Wade Allen's first time here, but Wade Allen just struck El Luca. Wait a second here.
No way. Was looking for a double choke slam, but instead got 2 boots to the mouth.
Oh, a little bit of high and low, big clothesline there, but El Luca to his feet over there in the corner.
Yeah, but caught by Saturn Price.
Oh, stacked up on big Wade in the center of the ring there.
Might be the beginning of the end. Up goes El Luca.
Spinning him around like a merry-go-round. Oh! Cover here. And the Tragedy Boys. Big victory in this buy-in.
Here are your winners. Dylan Cole, Saturn Price, the Tragedy Boys.
And of course at 8 p.m. right here, IndyWrestling.live, Austin Carnes, Toddy Tondera will be with you for Thanksgiving Bash 4.
Hey, that's what good partners do. Is he? I think.
But if you want to subscribe here, IndyWrestling.live. We are coming to you for Thanksgiving Bash 4. All that and more. We got the Fest Championship on the line, the Fest Tag Team Championships on the line, so much gold on the line, the 880 Championship on the line, and of course, our main event of this evening, the Hardcore Champion Reese Hayes puts that title on the line against David Lawless in a title versus career matchup. Oh, just hog the spotlight, folks. All right, we have one more buy-in.
This next match is an 8-person tag team match scheduled for one fall.
Talking about some Midwest debuts at 880 Wrestling, we have some in this contest as well. I want to talk about somebody capturing the hearts of the 880 audience. It's the Playboy.
Introducing team number 1. First, being accompanied to the ring by Centurion Hall, this is the Playboy, Elijah Love. Their partners, the team of High Voltage, Cat Carter, Le Batole, the Luminary, and the lineal final girl, Gwen Neodonna. Together, they are AO3.
Cat Carter, Gwen Neodonna, and of course the Luminary. And Austin, you're familiar with a couple of these folks, of course, making gay wrestling all the way from Pittsburgh is Gwen in the Luminary. I'm surprised I don't see Gwen with her grifter guitar over here. But what a combination we have.
I'm about to say, what a faction that we already have formed here in the ring with Elijah Love leading the charge. Certainly going to be an interesting contest here on our little buy-in.
And their opponents.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah.
And we always say Team Side Quest comes together when dirty deeds are approaching.
Team number 2, the team of the Unwilting Tatiana and the Bearcat Keith Hutt, Team Side Quest. Their partners, he left his shoes at your mama's house, the Big Scourge, Adrian Kirsch.
Well, I see 3. I don't know. Are we missing one, Austin? This is a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So this is a 4-on-3.
Yeah, I'm about to say math ain't mathing right now, Toddy. You're right. There's 4 there and 3 there.
It looks like Team Side Quest rolled a D20 for the Thanksgiving Bash here and the opening contest. And sort of like the Grinch at the end of the very popular film Grinch, Adrian Kirsch has kind of found a heart this holiday season.
And their partner.
And is hanging out with Team Side Quest tonight.
What a team already.
Wait a second here.
That sounds familiar.
Well, I don't think Adrian Kirsch and Team SideQuest came alone.
Making her way to the ring, fighting out of Newark, New Jersey, this is the iconic diva, Brianna Bands.
Well, welcoming back to Penn Brewery, it is Brianna Bands. Now, the last time that we saw Brianna Bands, she was put through hell and back by our TNF champion, Liberty L. And Brianna Bands has went through all the fiery depths in Satan's presence, and she's come out the better woman on the other side. What do you think of Brianna Bands tonight?
I mean, it's always good to see Brianna Bands. We've seen her not so long ago over at 880 Wrestling in the shop, and she's here now to help out Team SideQuest. I mean, what a better partner.
Wait a second here. Wait a second here. I think Keithot is behind this. Nothing like a kiss to start off the holiday season. Wait a second here. The Luminary.
Bah humbug.
It seems as though the Luminary's partner Gwen wanted a kiss with Tatiana, and the Luminary has put the kibosh on the kiss. Kiss Keith then.
They want a kiss, damn it, kiss.
There we go. Well,
a little extra. Oh yeah, ring that damn mistletoe.
Well, after the mistletoe, I guess it fell down from above the door here, because there's a all-out brawl in the ring right now.
And here we go, hammering away in every corner.
Oh, the secret weapon of Team SideQuest we thought was Adrian Kirsch, but it's secretly Brianna Bands.
Yeah, we just saw collectively 40 punches thrown.
And Brianna Bands first made a statement with 880 Wrestling right here at Penn Brewery. It wasn't too long ago that Tatiana and Brianna Bands main evented an event here at 880 Wrestling at Penn Brewery. And a year ago, it started Psychedelic Dreams and Matriarchy, the saga, the pilgrimage that those two teams have been set forth here. It all started with Brianna Bands in this building as well.
Indeed it did. And look where it got her now too, Toddy. All over the place. But how about Adrian Kirsch recently? Changing up the little attitude. He still smells as awful as
I was going to say, it's not like he showers more, but...
No, I smelled the stench as he came down the damn stairs.
You never know if it's his feet, if it's his hind end, or it's whatever is in that flask he's carrying around. A big snapmare there.
Oh. Here's a quick cover.
Just a 2 count, and of course, this is our buy-in for Thanksgiving Bash. So if you're watching right now, live on YouTube at 8 p.m. right here, IndyWrestling.live, or on YouTube, you can subscribe and be a part of our family tonight. Our main event, David Lawless, Reese Hayes, in a career versus title match. The 880 championship on the line in a big triple threat. Nick Wild, Matt Connor, GME. He's trying to be GM3 tonight.
GM3 very well could do that. I mean, there's so many incredible matches tonight, Toddy. What a lineup we have for the Thanksgiving Bash. I got to ask, though, what's your favorite match you're looking forward to tonight?
My favorite match that I'm most looking forward to. Wait a second here.
What the hell? Uh-oh.
Oh, a big cat scratch fever. If you want a match that I'm looking forward to the most, Effy and Billy Dixon versus Clayton King and some guy named John in Leaders by Example. A big tag team attraction for Thanksgiving Bash. And we've seen in recent weeks that Clayton and some guy named John think they are, well, gay enough to get the job done. We will see, because we got legendary, gay performers here, Effy and Billy Dixon. But right now, Tatiana taking it to the Luminary. I think Tatiana still wants a kiss.
I think so. Big standing crossbody cover. Only 2. I got to be honest with you, Tony. The match I'm looking forward to the most tonight is David Lawless versus Reese Hayes.
Yes.
That's going to be big. Career versus title. Stakes could not be any higher. Tags in. Here comes Keith Hott.
In this very building, GME and David Lawless has went to war. In this very building, Cat Scratch Fever Part 2 here. Shout out Chaz D'Amato. In this very building, the Dead Hand Society was taking 880 Wrestling to the woodshed, and David Lawless single-handedly fought them all off. A lot of history for the Gavel in this building tonight, and that history live in person. We hope you join us 8 p.m. here, Thanksgiving Bash in Kirsch. Look at the power of Kirsch.
Oh, and just look at that. Possibly some double team action with Kirsch and Vance.
Oh!
That's unique.
Yeah, what do you think about Kirsch?
I mean, hey, it's working. We're seeing multiple sidewalk slams variations.
I think if you could get past the smell of Adrian Kirsch, if you're able to get past that, I mean, there's really nothing heavier to get past. Oh! A big senton there, cover 2, just a 2 count.
Look at this though, Centurion Hall up on the apron right now. What the hell does she want?
The man-eater Centurion Hall on the apron, and we've seen how she helps out the Playboy in the past, just like, wait a second here, assisted there, tag into the Playboy.
And Elijah Love is now legal.
The street smarts of Elijah Love are really coming together over the past couple of months. Not always the best attitude, but Elijah Love is improving in ring, and I'll tell you what, so is Centurion Hall. That combination is so devilish right now.
I couldn't agree with you more, Tony. I mean, last time we were at the Penn Brewery, we saw that amazing performance from Elijah Love.
Yeah.
Here's the cover.
Yeah, the last time we were out on the parking lot, the skyline behind us, but today we are inside, and of course, December 4th, we will be in Allentown, right on the hill, looking down on the city of Pittsburgh at the Warehouse, starting December 4th, 8 p.m. for Thursday Night Fights. Austin and I will be there.
We'll be there. Hope to see you all there, too. Oh!
Kat Carter, they call her high voltage for a reason. She's very unorthodox, multi-talented, and if you want to talk about multi-talented, you got to think of Gwen and the Luminary. When I go to the Midwest, there's no bigger reactions than Gwen and the Luminary. We're all going to serve some sentons out here. One for Kat Carter, too, huh?
Senton party.
Cover here by the Luminary. A little miscommunication, as you see there, Austin. They didn't know who the legal competitor was.
Yeah, they took just a little bit too much time, and then they realized Keith Hott was legal. Try to go for the cover just a bit too late. What a packed ballroom we have, though.
Yeah, we're starting to fill in. And of course, 8 p.m. here, IndyWrestling.live. You can watch all of the Thanksgiving Bash all night long. We have a big, big party, our biggest show of the year. I love how this ballroom looks. It looks great. I wish you all could be here. Big running uppercut, and of course you can subscribe today, IndyWrestling.us on YouTube. It's the same team that brings you Thursday Night Fights every Thursday, and a big sit out there, double knee. Referee's got to get control in here. Could all 3 of these folks just be in there at the same time? 4. Come on.
Hey, come on, we got to do something about this.
Start counting.
Elijah Love hitting his signature pose. I don't know if his teammates fully agree with that.
Get out of the ring!
What the hell's going on?
Sheesh. Yeah, okay. That's going to help matters.
Yeah, just mocking the opposing team. Solid job, though. Sidelining Keith Hott for the moment.
Well, that's what they had to do to sideline the Bearcat. All 4 of them had to be in the ring at the same time. They thought this was some kind of pose-off.
Big knee.
Tell you what, Elijah Love, though, with this team AO3, kind of fits in. Oh, big drop kick there.
As may doing cover. No, whoa, only 2.
Okay, Elijah.
It was 2.
Oh, just walking on the back of Keith Hott. Luminary tags in here.
We talked earlier about Elijah Love gaining much more confidence. That was a prime example of just a little bit too much cockiness, Toddy.
Yeah, confidence and cockiness. There's a thin line there.
A thin line. We've seen a little bit of both of them tonight, but that was definitely cockiness. Look at Keith Hott, though, trying to fight out of it.
Hey, this isn't cockiness or confidence. This is just a big backside. And Keith Hott giving their own version of the Thanksgiving bash, the Bearcat bumper to the chest of the Luminary.
Possible turning point of the match. Both competitors down. Luminary and Keith Hott. Who's going to make it to their corner first? Count of 6.
I'm surprised the Luminary could even get themselves off the mat there. Kat Carter, high voltage in, and to meet that high voltage is Miss Bands. Big clotheslines.
Brianna Bands on an absolute roll right now. Kick gets blocked, but into the step up in Zagari.
Oh, super kicking down. Oh, big double stomp.
How about Brianna Bands cover?
Now, Brianna Bands has always had an attitude, and whether she fights with us or against us, she gives it her all here. Ceremoniously, once upon a time, she was carried around on other folks' shoulders, but in comes Adrian Kirsch to break up the party, but eats a knee.
Yeah, down goes Adrian Kirsch. This is mayhem, my God! But turn around, here's Tatiana. Slap gets blocked. Oh, blocked again. There it is.
And I'll tell you what, Austin, this holiday season, you cannot block love.
Cannot block it at all.
Pedal, plunge, and down. Oh, cutter to Tatiana. Oh, kiss number 2.
Oh my God! You see the height Keith Hott had on that?
Oh, spinning back fist.
Toddy, there's so much mayhem going on right now. Right now, Brianna Bands, though, flies up over the ropes. Roll through into the cover. Only 2.
Face, eat mat, cover here, 2 and 3.
That's it. Bring it on up.
Here are your winners, Adrian Kirsch, Keith Hott, Tatiana, and Brianna Bands.
Well, thank you so much for being a part of the Thanksgiving Bash buy-in. We will be back here in just a second. So make sure that you're subscribed, IndyWrestling.us for Thanksgiving Bash. Reese Hayes versus Lawless, title versus career, the 880 championship on the line in a triple threat match, the Fest Tag Team Championships, the Fest Championships are on the line, leaders by example, Effy, Billy Dixon, and so much more. From Austin and Toddy, we'll be right back, but in the meantime, get roached.
I am 880's most elite Austin Carnes, and I am standing outside here of the historic Penn Brewery. And on Wednesday, November 26th, the Thanksgiving Bash will happen right here. Superstars will do battle, championships will be defended, and lives will certainly be changed. Here is your 2025 Thanksgiving Bash rundown. Starting things off, we have a triple threat for the most prestigious prize of them all. That, of course, being the 880 Championship. The trigger figure of the Dead Hand Society, Nick's Wild, defends their gold against Matt Connor and Gianni Michael Enrico, who is looking to become GM3. Stuff is put up or shut up. Some guy named John and Clayton King make up leaders by example. For months, they have wreaked havoc on Thursday night fights. Thanksgiving Bash, however, they will have their toughest challenge yet as Billy Dixon and the current GCW World Champion Effy teams up to potentially eliminate the cancer known as leaders by example. Tensions have been ever so high since the last time we were at the Penn Brewery. The demolition of the dead has taken a wide right, and we may finally see revenge. Lizzie Blake will finally have the chance to get his hands on Marco Narciso as they do battle for the very first time. Why not a psychedelic ladder match? Sammy Suntimer and Alea Dreams has been nothing short of incredible since capturing these titles. After various qualifying matches, we will see them test their own skills against Death Watch, Department of Jocks, Creeps, and The Runway. The King of Pittsburgh, MV Young, will put his Fest title on the line in an open challenge. Who will step up to the plate and accept the King's challenge? Best Tag Team Gold will also be defended as the fourth line defends against Dead Hand Society. Brandon St. James and KC War has defended their titles on a few occasions, but has yet to defend against this cult-like alliance. This will certainly feel like a third-period hockey fight. Finally, our main event, a match that has been brewing for years. David Lawless has been up and down the roads of Pittsburgh, both loved and hated by fans everywhere he went. His kryptonite, however, happens to be the Hardcore Champion. Amateur wrestler Reese Hayes is a co-owner of 880, a leader by example. And throughout the short history of 880 wrestling, David Lawless has never beaten Reese Hayes. Our main event stakes could not be higher. It is career versus title. Will Lawless finally become champion, or will this be the last time that we see the gavel? All that and much more will take place right here at the Penn Brewery on Wednesday, November 26th. Tickets are now on sale, so don't forget to get yours. See you all there.
Oh, hey guys, it's your boy, Sammy Suntimer, Leigh Dreams, and Billy the Alien. And we got some news for y'all. You see, this Thursday Night Fights, 1010 Freiburg Street, for the free ski. We finally got some qualifying matches to see who faces us for the tag team titles in that multi-man tag ladder match at Penn Brewery the day before Thanksgiving.
And you know what, fourth line, at the end of the day, I love ya. Much respect. We can even say we love you, you know? But you challenged us for that double title match. Fest Tag Team Championships for the 880 Tag Team Championships. Best believe we're taking it all. And hey, you just never know. We might be defending 4 championships at the same time, you know? So, anyone in that ladder match, get your head straight, all right? It's about time. You come for some real tech.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Just won our match against Beefcake and Threshold. Got an envelope from Princess Amanda. Fridge, go ahead and see what's in it. Oh, yeah, that shit. You're right. Mickey, open that up for me. Open that shit.
I'm not gonna.
Let me.
I got it.
I got it. I got it. There. Read it. All right. Read it. Yeah, we're good. What are you laughing at? Yeah. Can you try? Yeah, I got it. I went to college. Oh, okay. I need me too, but I can't read either. I told you I went to college. I didn't graduate. Here, you know what? You read it. You read it. Yeah, pick that shit up. Pick that up. Read it. What does that say?
tonight's event, in our main event, it will be title versus career. Amateur wrestler Reese Hayes versus the Gavel David Lawless Esquire. The 880 championship will be on the line. The Fest championship will be on the line. Effy and Billy Dixon are here. So without further ado, I will introduce the ring announcer for your first half. This is Eamon Payton.
Folks, give it up one more time for Toddy Tondera, the voice of 880 Wrestling. How we doing tonight for Thanksgiving Bash, everybody? What a way to warm up Turkey Day. It's a beautiful night. This is a beautiful crowd here at Penn Brewery. But with the beauty of professional wrestling also comes violence. And we're in store to kick things off with a damn violent one. Because your opening contest for Thanksgiving Bash 4 is for the 880 Wrestling Tag Team Championships, and it is a psychedelic ladder match! The only way to win is for one team to retrieve the championship belts high above the ring.
880's most elite Austin Carnes to my right. I am Toddy Tondera, and I'm so glad all of you folks at home have joined our family for Thanksgiving Bash 4, and we're starting things off here with the psychedelic ladder match for the 880 Tag Team Championships.
Introducing first, team number 1, fighting out of the CCAC Auxiliary Gymnasium, wearing number 69, this is Big Jim Fridge. His tag team partner, wearing number 1 and standing at 6'7", Dev Swayze. Together, they are the Department of Jogs.
You heard Eamon Payton, the young, bouncy team, Department of Jogs, Big Jim Fridge, Dev Swayze, and I didn't know that we needed a shower. They came out from above us, rained down all their water, and they're just shooting jerseys at us. What a day, what a day.
I'm not your coat rack here.
Austin Carnes is not a coat rack.
I'm not a coat rack.
And if you heard Eamon Payton, this is a psychedelic ladder match.
Team number 2, they can't really exist, politically or socially. The team of the Incredible They-Hulk, Andy Ripley, and known the world over as Gay J Styles, Irving West. Together, they are Creed.
Now, Creeps have held tag team gold elsewhere, including those full queer tag team championships. And they may not be able to exist politically or socially, but at the end of tonight, they might be 880 champions.
Newfound attitude for Andy Ripley and Irving West. See how that fares in this ladder match. Look at all these damn ladders.
Yeah, at least 4, all different shapes and sizes here. Oh, here comes the big dogs.
Hell yeah.
Team number 3, the team of the Emperor's Finest, the Lost Primarch, Johnny fucking Demise. His partner is the Gigabyte Grizzly, Bohemian. Together, they are Death Wands.
Big Behemoth in the best shape of his illustrious Pittsburgh career here. They've been looking for opportunities in 880 wrestling, and tonight, Austin, might be their night.
Might be their night indeed, Toddy. Biggest opportunity for JFD and Behemoth here in this ladder match. It's about to be insane.
Oh, well.
Party time.
You said the word. Here they come. This is actually my pick in this match to be victorious. Two of the favorites.
Team number 4, fighting straight off the catwalk at a total combined weight of 48 karat gold. The fashionista of professional wrestling, Calvin Couture, Mr. Design, Tyler Klein. Together, they are the Runway.
For staples at Enjoy Wrestling, also staples at Full Queer. They've been hungry for tag team opportunities, and especially when tag team gold is on the line. And I'll tell you what, Austin, they have a message for everyone at home. And they certainly do. What do you think of the Runway?
The Runway is one of the best tag teams, not just in 880 Wrestling, but in Pittsburgh overall. Absolutely love these two. The fashionista of professional wrestling, Calvin Couture, Mr. Design, Tyler Klein. Can't ask much better. Possibly this, though.
Well, the fourth line, the most decorated tag team in 880 history, said it themselves. Over the past year in 880 Wrestling, there is no bigger and hotter tag team than these two.
And the final team, accompanied to the ring by Princess Amanda and Billy the Alien, they are the current, reigning and defending 880 Wrestling Tag Team Champions. This is the Prophecy of Leo Dreams and the Psychedelic Prince, Sammy Sudheimer. They are Psychedelic Dreams.
Austin, these two are coming in fired up. I mean, escorted by Billy the Alien, the Psychedelic Princess Amanda, and of course that pre-match ritual that the Psychedelic Prince performs. And I'll tell you what, they're coming in awful confident with all these teams around here.
I mean, you need confidence in this kind of match. You got Princess Amanda on your corner. You got Billy the Alien in your corner. What the hell is this?
That? We're about to get started here.
You're having a good time. What the hell?
Well, that is the music of the Dead Hand Society, who are not scheduled to be a part of the broadcast right now. Wait a second here, it's Vox, Tyler Vox, and the Sacrificial Lamb, Jazz, have made their presence known here at the Bash.
I don't know what the hell these two are doing here. They're dressed to compete. They're a little too close for comfort though, Toddy.
What are we doing?
What the hell you do? What?
They're not scheduled to be in this match.
I mean, you said it, Toddy. Tyler Vox, Jazz. I mean, I don't get it.
Well, there is two of them, and
Oh, babies! Oh, babies! Move! Oh, you shut up.
I guess Tyler Vox has something to say.
Take 2 steps back, you next bro. Hey, Jay. Oh, there's a lot of people out here.
Yeah, there is.
You ever crashed a party in front of 100 people? Hey, Jay. I don't know if you saw the card, brother. But I saw it. And there's one thing. And it's sorely, sorely missing. You know what that is, baby? I think you know what that is. A dead hand! So, since it's already a party, clearly I can barely breathe in this fucking ring. I figured that the hand myself and my darling J-Boy have a little fun at y'all's expense. What do you think about that? You mind if I get this match?
Well, it looks like the Dead Hand Society is inserting themselves into this match.
Oh, good.
But be that
Thank
as
you
it
for
may, we
permission.
got to get
Jay,
going.
They said we could join.
So one. Are these guys in the match now?
I guess the Dead Hand Society. Well, you have to think about this, Austin. The champion of this company is Nick's Wild.
Yeah, but who the hell approved of this? Did Reese Hayes, MV Young, did somebody sign off on this? I mean, I guess we're starting things off. Here we go.
Psychedelic ladder match. The rules are those championships that are hanging from the chandelier, the first team to retrieve those championships calls the 880 Tag Team Champions their own.
There is just so much chaos going on already. Bodies are flying everywhere. We're left with psychedelic dreams and creeps. There's a big double super kick. Right to the mouth. Irving West left all alone with Sammy Suntimer and Aleo Dreams. He's been absolutely incredible ever since capturing those titles. Definitely has the full support of everyone here at 880. And what is this? Oh, big sliding knee.
Yeah, as the crowd ventures into the ballroom here, I've never seen this room more packed.
Yeah, this room is packed, as you said it, Tony. We got people in front of us, people in the corner. We're going to have to put people up at the chandelier pretty soon. First ladder is, already picked up right to the skulls. You hear that?
Well, what if people are going to be hanging from the chandeliers? I guess if they retrieve the 880 Tag Team Championships, they'll be champion. I mean, the Dead Hand Society inserted themselves into this matchup.
Yeah, bones are already cracking as that ladder just went flying. And now look at this. We got Dev Swayze up high. Oh, look at this.
Oh, that's a way to do it. They say he's 6'7".
I mean, if he really is 6'7", that's the way they're doing it. Oh, ladder to the gut of Big Jim Fridge.
And there's my pick to win this one all. Tyler Klein, Kelvin Couture, the runway. Gonna put you on the spot here, Austin. I got the runway in this.
Yes.
Who do you got?
I might surprise you with this answer, Toddy. I'm going to go Death Watch. It's about time that Johnny Demise and Bro Heyman finally get what they want. They've been in all these different matches, trying to prove themselves for months and months and months. I feel like tonight is the big payoff.
You know, some may say maybe it's the Dead Hand Society's match. Now, everybody got an invitation to be a part of the psychedelic ladder match aside from the Dead Hand Society. So as far as we are aware, the teams, combination platter here. Everybody scouted their opponents. They did not know the Dead Hand Society was in this match. They didn't scout the Dead Hand Society. Maybe the favor is in the Dead Hand's court right now. A big striking blow by Bro Hemoth. And there's your pick, JFD, Big Bro Hemoth. And he calls this the Bro Train.
Well, Bro Train's let loose off the rails. Here we go. Taking it to both Bucks and Jazz, who just kind of inserted themselves in this match. I'm still confused on what the hell happened, but
there's few tag teams who get a bigger reaction on Thursday night fights at the shop than Big Bro Hemoth, JFD, Deathwatch here. And they're making mincemeat out of the Dead Hand Society.
Toddy, I've got to ask, you've been here a lot longer than me. Have you ever seen this place this packed and this many people here to watch this psychedelic ladder match?
No, not at all. This Penn Brewery right now is the most packed it's ever been for an 880 wrestling show. In fact, we had to get security just to get people from away from our vision over here. They're boxing us in.
Oh, no! Whoa!
The hottest party this holiday season is 880 wrestling. What a brutal way to start the show off.
Very brutal way, and you saw Jazz just get sent into that ladder. Could have started things off better. Here's JFD working against the Creeps right now.
Oh.
Catches the ladder, and
big boot there. Now Creeps have held tag team gold elsewhere. They've yet to capture any gold at 880 Wrestling. Could be their night. The Glenshaw Gremlins, what are they doing?
Could very well be. I mean, they're a bit of a wild card in this match. Andy Ripley spinning around with that ladder. That's dangerous as hell.
You want to talk about being a wild card.
Yeah, you see Dev Swayze just gets sent into it. Ring around the Rosie. Oh. What is this, Red Rover with the ladder? Oh. Now JFD hit, but wait a minute. Miscommunication.
Oh, I think Andy Ripley just realized what they did, a double boot.
Yeah, Andy Ripley was spinning around, didn't realize they swatted Irving West with that ladder. And now here's the runway. This is your pick, Toddy.
Can the Runway grab the gold here?
Tyler Klein holding that ladder in perfect position for Calvin Couture. Nobody's in sight. They may be tag team champions. This may be it.
They got him.
Yeah, Calvin Couture got the titles in hand. All you got to do is grab them. That's all you got to do. Oh, but taking too much time. Here's the Dead Hand Society.
I really thought that was going to be it here. The Dead Hand Society, no love lost between these two teams. Remember the tag team gauntlet from yesteryear where Dead Hand Society and the Runway, they weren't too friendly in that one either. Oh, fashionista street fight. A lot of history between those two teams, but Tyler, Vox, and Jazz are left in the ring.
Left all alone with Calvin Couture after sending Tyler Klein into a ladder. And what do these maniacs have in mind? Oh, into a brain buster.
Spinal tap into a brain buster. The fashionista in pain now. You know, just a year ago, in this very building for Thanksgiving Bash 3, the Matriarchy and Psychedelic Dreams, that's where their issues with one another has started. In that year's time, we've seen Psychedelic Dreams defeat the Matriarchy for the 880 Tag Team Championships, only to return to have their belts hung above them. And like a crash dummy, Jazz colliding with that ladder, and here comes Sammy Suntimer.
Jazz just ricocheted off the ladder, and Sammy Suntimer just delivered a big drop kick to the back of Vox. And look at that reaction that Sammy just got. You got to imagine, Toddy, the Penn Brewery means so much to these two after what they did at the World Series.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great point, Austin. The last time we were at the brewery here, buckets of blood were spilled and new champions were crowned. But we love Psychedelic Dreams. But something they don't have that a lot of these teams have, they don't have the years under their belt, especially, and they might name this match after themselves in the Psychedelic Ladder match, but could Sammy and Aleo outsmart all these teams, especially with the Dead Hand Society, who they didn't even plan to be here?
It's a good point that you bring up, Toddy, but look at Sammy already scaling the ladder. Big Brohemoth trying to derail it. Again, all you got to do is climb that ladder, grab the championships, and you will be crowned 880 Tag Team Champions. JFD going to stop Sammy from holding on. Now look at this, Johnny DeMage already climbing the ladder with Big Jim Fridge. Knocking him off the ladder. These two just so vicious. And again, we talk about this on Thursday Night Fights all the time with the Department of Jocks. If only they took things as serious as others, they may have been able to project themselves to the top of the tag team division, to the top of the rankings already. But yet they just fool around too much. Party on the campuses of CCAC and Duquesne. I heard there was another party tonight over at Point Park. Oh!
Oh, that ladder. Oh, getting pushed over there.
How about Brohemoth, though, Toddy? Just taking it to Big Jim Fridge. Where the hell is that big man going? Oh. Climbing to the second rope. Big Jim Fridge in the landing zone!
Oh, goodness! We haven't seen Brohemoth attempt that feat. And I'll tell you what, if he would have collided with the body underneath it, it would have been turned into a pancake.
I don't think I've ever seen Brohemoth move like that. Oh! Big headbutt after the attempted moonsault. Here comes Aleo Dreams now. Ladder set up, and my God, what a forearm. Nearly sent Big Jim Fridge into the new year. But Sammy not going for the ladder? I'm a little confused, Toddy. Everyone's down. Why are they not climbing the ladder?
Wait a second here. Aleo climbing the ropes here.
Other ideas in mind!
Oh, from a galaxy far, far away, making their point known here, Aleo Dreams.
Aleo Dreams soars high. Take another look at this, Toddy. Halfway across the ballroom he goes and takes down the whole field.
Well, to answer your question, Austin, I think that's why Aleo Dreams didn't climb that ladder. He was trying to take all these teams out, but it leaves the Department of Jocks.
Yeah, the Jocks are trying to be sneaky and climb the ladders while Sammy and Aleo are preoccupied. And oh my gosh! Down goes Big Dev. Takes out Aleo by his Big Jim Fridge, but turn around, Fridge. Sammy is already back to his feet. Messing with our front row. You got to turn around, Fridge. There's more bodies involved. Big super kick to the mouth. Will this be Sammy's moment, being able to retain the titles?
Could there be a bigger moment at Penn Brewery for Psychedelic Dreams? They won the champions here, but trying to reach up here. What is Big Jim? Oh, he's forklift certified. A legit strong boy smashes the ladder against Sammy Suntimer, and Sammy looks out on his feet here in 6'7". Dev Swayze trying to make a mark here.
I'm about to say, those two are so tall that they may as well just try and jump and grab the titles.
That's a great point. If you're 6'7", aren't you halfway there?
I'm about to say, just jump. Just jump. Didn't he play basketball? Look at this, though. What the hell does Big Jim Fridge have in mind? 2 ladders are set up. Another one is down below. Sammy is clearly wounded. Oh, no! Off the ladder, onto another ladder, goes Big Jim Fridge, and the titles are grabbed. That's it. That's it.
Big Jim Fridge crumpled up like a piece of trash.
And still 880 Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Psychedelic Dreams.
Psychedelic Dreams tossing Big Jim Fridge out here. And Fridge, we got to get a spatula to get him up. And the question that we came pondering into this match, could there be a bigger moment at Penn Brewery for Psychedelic Dreams than them capturing the championships? I'll tell you what, we found a bigger moment, and still, Psychedelic Dreams proving everyone wrong, just like they always do.
Just like they always do, Toddy, and I feel like tonight is the night we can finally verify that Psychedelic Dreams are legit. We've been fans of these two for quite some time. They finally won the titles at the World Series, and tonight they beat some of the best that 880 and Pittsburgh has to offer. What a win.
Well, I just saw to my left off camera here that Dev Swayze peeled Big Jim Fridge off the mat and they went out the exit. What a match for Psychedelic Dreams, retaining that 880 championship.
What a win. Chaos unfolding already after that big psychedelic ladder match.
Folks, give it up one more time for your tag team champions, Psychedelic Dreams. What a freaking match that was!
Hell yeah!
As our great crew is getting the carnage dealt with in the ring, I'd like to remind everyone, like I did in the pre-show, if you weren't here for that. So a lot of you weren't, because damn, this is a large crowd. Holy hell. But just a quick reminder again, if the action is spilling your way towards the ringside area, be sure to try to avoid it as much as humanly possible. Also, during the action, just be conscious of when you are coming by the ringside area. Basically, just be alert. Look out for each other out there.
Shout out to the ring crew cleaning up things up. Let's go back to Eamon.
And also, folks, also be careful just on this far side when I have this cord anytime I'm in the ring, just in case I don't want anyone to trip. But, folks, what a freaking match that was. How about it?
What an opener.
Well, we got more like that to come. Before we get on with our next matchup of the evening, as you know with professional wrestling, card is always subject to change. Unfortunately tonight, Blizzy Blake could not be here due to some health issues. We're wishing Blizzy very well. We're hoping Blizzy will be back in an 880 wrestling ring very soon, and we know that Blizzy was looking forward, very much so, that's putting it lightly, to his match with Marco Narciso tonight. A lot of bad blood there, but we continue on with more action. Who's ready for some more wrestling? This next match is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing Leaders by Example, fighting out of the sensual purple clouds, this is borderline indecent, Marco Narciso.
Toddy Tondera back here with guest commentator, one of my best friends in professional wrestling. Welcome to the table, Sean Collier, as we have this demonstration in front of us. Marco Narciso.
Well, we're looking at someone I thought I knew well in the world of professional wrestling. Someone I thought I could trust in the world of professional wrestling. The last time I was here with you at 880 Wrestling, one of the most shocking acts I've ever seen, Marco turning on his partner, Blizzy Blake. Shades of Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, Todd.
And of course, tonight was supposed to be Blizzy Blake's receipt delivered, hand-printed to Marco Narciso. Under the weather tonight is Blizzy Blake. Watching from home, I'm sure we love you, Blake, and we're sorry that you see this display in front of you. And
that confidence that Marco had been known for has turned into arrogance, Todd.
Boo all you want. I don't give a damn. Especially after I've seen the type of wrestlers you lot cheer for. Originally tonight, I was supposed to finish off your favorite faux fairy pothead bitchy Blake.
Oh, come on now.
But
Now the crowd knows whose side they're on in that match whenever we do see it.
As I suspected, he was too chicken shit to show up tonight. What can I say? I knew it. I knew it. So, seeing as though I have the night off, I think I'm going to pooch it to the bar, find my boys, John, Clayton, Reesekins.
Reesekins?
Of all the people
and
that Marco
we're going to
could be-
discuss who tomorrow is stuffing the turkey. Spoiler alert, it won't be me because I'm vegan.
There's nothing wrong with that.
See you later, slags.
But of everyone that Marco could be associating himself with, some guy named John, Clayton King, I don't know where this came from, John.
Wait a second here. Marco was going to get a seat at the bar, but welcoming back to 880 Wrestling, guess who?
Making his way to the ring, fighting out of the Fine Ass District. Weight withheld for tax purposes. This is CPA.
Oh, not for us, I guess.
Left us hanging. That's
Yeah,
okay.
that's
He's
okay.
focused.
CPA pinch hitting for Blizzy Blake this evening, of course. Blizzy Blake, Marco Narciso, CPA, all regulars at Queer Punk Outlaws out of Brooklyn. And I guess Blizzy Blake sent a text. I mean, tax season is coming up shortly, but I think right now CPA has a little bit more time on his hands than usual, and he's stepping up to the challenge of Marco Narciso. This is the second time these two will go one-on-one, but the first time that Marco has a cheap shot towards CPA.
Well, cheap though it is, a wise approach. to start strong against CPA. As much as we enjoy the more colorful aspects of CPA's personality, this is a competitor that has worked all over the country and faced so many great opponents.
And he's worn so many great ties. Best dropkick in independent wrestling is CPA.
Well, he's turned a lot of heads in a lot of places, and if Marco thinks this is a night off, he's about to be corrected in triplicate. Oh no.
A big pump kick, nothing there. Oh, there's that drop kick again by CPA. Give it to us. That is a little treat from our family to yours. And tuning up that 1099. Oh.
That was not properly filed, Toddy.
Yeah, that will be audited, and there's that big pump kick from the long-limbed Narciso and a 2 count.
Well, as much as we would have liked to see Blizzy Blake get a measure of revenge tonight, what a great match we have instead with Marco and CPA, 2 rising stars. And Marco, as you said, certainly uses those long limbs to his advantage.
Well, Sean, from what I understand, I mean, again, Marco Narciso is somebody that you and I have come up in professional wrestling in the Pittsburgh area with. Now, 1 year ago at Thanksgiving Bash was the night the Den of Desire captured the hearts of Pittsburgh and captured the 880 Tag Team Championships. And a year later, look how far we've come. And I don't say that in a good way.
And in the case of Marco, I don't know what was missing for him that he felt he needed to turn his back on Blake and turn his back on the fans. They had titles, they were embraced, people loved them. They were some of the most popular and well-received wrestlers on the 880 roster. What did he need?
Well, he needed to be someone's lover boy, and something that Reese offered that Blizzy Blake, oh come on now, that Blizzy Blake I guess did not offer. Blizzy Blake lost those 880 Tag Team Championships. Oh, a plex that's quite perfect, 2 count there. And Narciso held it against Blake and blames Blake for the loss of the 880 Tag Team Championships. And I guess with Reese Hayes being half owner of 880 Wrestling, I guess that came with a few perks, if you know what I mean.
Well, there's no ceiling for Marco in terms of a talent in the ring. He is someone who can compete with anybody here in 880 Wrestling. With innovative offense like this that, dare I say, we've seen copied on some bigger stages since Marco invented that maneuver.
Yeah, of course, there's nobody with a fuller package on the 880 roster than Marco Narciso. Now, the last time that these two met in the squared circle, Narciso has a victory over CPA.
Well, I think that only gives CPA, student of the game, student of numbers, of taxes, of men's dresswear that he is. That is only going to give CPA an advantage tonight. He's studied Marco. He knows what to expect. And don't forget, Marco wasn't counting on this match tonight.
Cover here.
The crowd letting Marco know what they think of this new. I will give him the logo. The logo is pretty impressive. But other than that, I don't like much about the new Marco Narciso.
Well, we talk about the split up between Blake and Marco, and some have called it the demolition of the Dem, but Marco reminded 880 Wrestling, reminded these people that no, the Den isn't broken up. No, Blake was specifically broken up with. So I'm not exactly sure what that means, but the Den is still alive and well, and Marco says there was no demolition of the Den. Blake was simply shown the door after losing the 880 Tag Team Championships, and nobody can measure up, if you know what I mean, with Narciso.
One person Den that it is, or is it? I'd imagine
we don't know.
When Marco and Blizzy finally lock up, perhaps we'll find out where Honey Darling's loyalties lie.
But be that as it's may, CPA, he was born to run.
Thought he was born to file and run.
Yeah, one of the two.
Oh, he's teased it twice. Can he file it in triplicate? Connects.
That's what we call turbo tax. A little bit of an early filer. And wait a second here.
Oh, my goodness.
The buttons are busted off. CPA off that second rope, making connection here. Cover 2. Oh, just a 2 count.
The only thing higher than that drop kick is CPA's shirt budget.
And Blizzy Blake, wherever he is.
And Blake. Yeah, it's a holiday weekend.
Yeah, right.
He's got nowhere to be. And we should correct, Marco said that Blake avoided this match tonight. We know that's not the case. He was not medically cleared. That's handled officially. He would be here if there was any way he could. CPA looking to finish Marco off. Tough to get all those limbs up on the shoulders.
Oh, big boot there.
Oh!
Back of his head hit the mat. That got to be it. No, 2. 2 count there.
Seeing a lot more brutal offense from Marco. He's known for finesse. He is known for using those limbs in submission holds. But right there, that was nothing but a powerful sit-out powerbomb, Tommy.
Thank you to the replay for Sidekick Media Services here. And Sean, you will be in that ring for the second half, ring announcing. It's a pleasure having you back. It's been a while since we've got to call the action together. Looking for that Death-a-Dill.
Now he's got him up. Oh, see, there's a lot to balance when those legs are flying.
Oh, tripping him out, hitting his head on the top turnbuckle. Knocked a screw loose. Big Death-a-Dill cover here. And for the second year in a row, Marco Narciso victorious at Thanksgiving Bash.
Well, he does well at Penn Brewery, but I think it might be a different result whenever we do get Blizzy Blake in the ring with his former Den of Desire counterpart. Toddy, I'm going to get ready for the second half of the show. Thank you for letting me sit in. Thanks to Austin. I'm not nearly as elite as Austin, so I appreciate the chance to sit in. And I'll see you a little later in the evening.
See you a little later, Sean. Sean Collier, my broadcast colleague for many years. We always appreciate Sean Collier. We don't appreciate the behavior of borderline indecent Marco Narciso. The welcoming back to the booth, 880's most elite, Austin Carnes.
It's good to see you, Toddy. I caught one of CPA's buttons.
Oh, cool. Look at that. Well, not what we wanted to see. While you were gone, we found out that Blizzy Blake is under the weather this evening. Unfortunately, there's no one who wanted to be a part of Thanksgiving Bash more than Marco Narciso and Blizzy Blake.
Don't be disrespectful. He was talking. Sorry, Toddy.
As I was saying, there's nobody who wants to be here more than Blizzy Blake. Blizzy Blake, get well soon. Marco is a tramp. I said it. He's a tramp. Let's get back to Eamon.
This next match is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. And it is for the Fest Wrestling Tag Team Championship.
Well, for the second time of this evening, the Dead Hand Society attempting to capture gold at Thanksgiving Bash.
Introducing first, the challengers. First, fighting out of Amarillo, Texas, this is the Scumdog, D. Beat Cooper. His tag team partner, fighting out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, he is the Eraser, Remy LaVey. Together, they represent the Dead Hand Society!
Well, you don't know how many members of the Dead Hand Society are here or where they're hiding or currently where they're living. D.B. Cooper set up a makeshift home outside the shop on the south side. And of course, as everyone knows by now, December 4th, we're headed to the warehouse up in Allentown, and right now DB Cooper is displaced.
I never seen a man get evicted from a tent before. I guess DB Cooper made history doing that.
Of course, Remy LeVay, former 880 champion, in there. And here comes our boys.
Hell yeah.
Making their way to the ring, they were the team of the Gutter Phenomenon, Saint's favorite Saint, Brandon St. James. His partner is the Muay Thai maniac, the shoot psychopath, KC War. They are the Battleground Wrestling Tag Team Champions and the current reigning and defending Best Wrestling Champions. This is the Fourth Line.
And I'll tell you what, their introduction gets longer every week, collecting championships from all over the globe. The Battleground Tag Team Champions, the Fest Tag Team Champions. Brandon St. James holds the Canadian Deathmatch No Ring Championship. And I'll tell you what, Brandon St. James, KC War, defending those Fest Championships now for the third. What a beer catch. How about that for the third time?
Where'd that beer come from? Just flew out of nowhere. Hell yeah.
They put the bash in Thanksgiving Bash 4. And what led to this competition, Austin, you were there. Psychedelic Dreams put the 880 Tag Team Championships on the line. The Fourth Line put the Fest Tag Team Championships on the line. It was supposed to be title for title. And it was supposed to be title for title on Thursday night fights. And I'll tell you what, that happened just as it did on Thursday Night Fights. The Dead Hand Society interrupted the title for title Tag Team Championship match because the Dead Hand Society wanted to be the tag team to take the Fest Tag Team straps off the Fourth Line. And of course, when they don't get what they want, they're crybabies.
Whoa. I mean, you hear Brandon St. James, he wants the DB Cooper. Choking him out with that hockey jersey. Oh.
Now, Austin, let me pick your brain a bit. This is your first Thanksgiving Bash. I know you look up to the Fourth Line.
Yes.
What would you make of the Dead Hand Society walking out of here with the Fest Tag Team Championships?
I would be absolutely disgusted, to be honest with you, Toddy, if these two walked away with the Fest Tag Team titles, especially after what the rest of Dead Hand Society did earlier, interjecting themselves into that ladder match. But I don't know. The landscape would certainly change here in 880 Wrestling if the Dead Hand Society could capture those titles.
Well, I got good news. I think the Fourth Line know how to take it to the Dead Hand Society. I got the Fourth Line up in this match. This is our homecoming. This is their home barn. Those Fest Tag Team Championships are going to travel many, many miles with the Fourth Line. And I'll tell you what here, this has been a barn burner. This has just been all brute force.
I mean, this is exactly what the Fourth Line wants, too. I mean, they are banned in how many hockey leagues now? Oh!
13 that they're admitting to.
13 admitted hockey leagues.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah, KC War all left alone after Remy LeVay set Brandon St. James in that steel post. Oh, big step-up knee.
Count them off, KC. The leader of the LFG Mafia, Big Bulldog, and of course, cover here, quick cover. 1, 2, and just a year ago, Thanksgiving Bash 3, it wasn't Remy LeVay's night either. 880 Championship was lost by Remy, picked up by GME just a year ago, and this crowd wants war.
They do, but we're going to silence the crowd for a moment.
Oh.
Well, most of the room was silent. D-Beat was the only one making noise on the outside, and oh, what a senton. Covered by KC for the Fest titles.
And D-Beat Cooper's picking up that Adrian Kirsch stench. I mean, I understand D-Beat, you know, is unhoused right now. He's trying to find a place to set up his tent, but boy, him walking past, Jesus, my eyes watered.
It smells awful in here. And, oh, Casey sent right in the deep beach boot.
I'll tell you what, maybe Remy LeVay's Thanksgiving Bash 3 wasn't so lucky as he relinquished the championship to Gianni Michael Enrico, but maybe he has a year under his belt. Maybe he's not going to leave here without a championship.
Yeah, and maybe that year without a championship fueled Remy LeVay a little bit into adding more gold to the collection. I mean, what a way to redeem yourself a year later than by capturing the Fest Tag Team titles from arguably one of the best tag teams that we have to offer.
Of course, Remy LeVay, historic career in Pittsburgh, came up in this industry backing the Koger brothers. Oh. Good friends with Gory. Was good friends with the Bearcat Keith Thought. Of course, when we started 880 Wrestling, Remy LeVay was quick to get involved. Remy LeVay wanted to help out that next generation, but when Remy LeVay realized the next generation might have a brighter star in the sky than himself, we saw his true colors, and they were black.
Indeed they were. Oh, Casey's trying to fight out the Dead Hand Society in the corner. Oh,
big boot there.
They call him the Muay Thai Maniac for a reason.
Well, all four of these competitors are rough and tumble. Big double knees to the face of D-Beat, and in comes Satan's favorite saint.
Brandon St. James teeing it off against one of his former friends, that being D-Beat Cooper. Ducks under his D-Beat. But Brandon St. James having gold everywhere he has. No Ring Canadian Deathmatch Championship. Both tag team titles that you alluded to, Toddy. Suitcase must be heavy.
I'll tell you what's hard to, big discus for him. It's hard to plan for Brandon St. James. He's a deathmatch wrestler. There's not really a style that he hasn't had his hand in. He can run the ropes. He could be a brawler. He can do maneuvers like that. And wait a second here. There's a cover here.
Yeah, our official was distracted with Remy LeVay in the far corner. That might have been it.
Oh, Remy LeVay. Oh, yeah. Remy LeVay's knees hurt. That's for sure. Lefty over there checking in on the former 880 champion. Meanwhile, from one fanny pack holder to another, we know that what we keep in those, are solid steel bricks. And who knows what's in D.B. Cooper's fanny pack? I don't even want to know.
I can only imagine using it to his full advantage. I think we found out what was in there. I think we just found out.
From the Steel City, stealing one of our beers. And I guess Lefty didn't see any of that. Fanny pack shot filled with an ice cold brewski. Has BSJ on the rope-a-dopes here. D-Beat Remy lifting him up.
But St. James fighting out of it. Trying to fight free. Chop the forearm to chop.
The gutter phenomenon thrives in these moments here.
Yeah, but gets intercepted. Was looking for a tag, and Dead Hand Society just shoved him out of the way. Playing some defense now on BSJ.
And in this very building, Casey War and Brandon St. James met in the main event here.
Toddy!
What in the world? Moonsault knocking over both members of the Dead Hand Society. Rock never dies. He is hellbound and heaven sent and flying through the air.
Yeah, look at this big moonsault off the second rope. Takes down both LeVay and D-Beat.
Most shades of Terry Funk, but yes, as I mentioned, Casey Ward, BSJ met one-on-one in that very ring, in this very location. They knows what's at stake.
And can he make the tag? And he does. Here comes Casey Ward.
Big knee there. Casey Ward was on the outside. He's a fresh competitor coming in. Chris got that BJJ Jiu-Jitsu background. And also, he's a straight-up dog, having him bark here. Big drop kick.
Drop kick into the senton, 2-for-1 action.
Cover.
Why not to retain the titles? And LeVay just kicks out.
A 2 count there. It's the thing about Remy LeVay. If there's one word to describe it, it might be putrid, but the second one is sturdy. He's super, super capable here. Going back to the woodshed is the fourth line.
Yeah, wonder what they have in mind. St. James off the second rope into the crust cutter, but they're not done, Toddy. Oh, big German suplex.
Oh! 1, 2, but DB still has some gas in the tank. Knocking over BSJ.
Yeah, DB Cooper playing spoiler to the fourth line, possibly walking out of here as Fest Tag Team Champion still. And just like that, things are back at the side of Dead Hand Society. Tags in, here comes DB again. But nobody in the corner for BSJ. Casey Ward was just taken out.
Oh, here we go. Remy LeVay still in there. Smashing BSJ in the head here. Big sling blade.
Seen that put away so many. Here's the cover by DB for the titles. No, only 2.
That sling blade. Everybody learns that in the DHS camp. Of course, Nick's Wild utilizes that. Of course, still on the line, coming up shortly. Triple threat, the trigger finger of the Dead Hand Society. Nick's Wild put that 880 championship on the line. And I'll tell you what, if this clubhouse has the Fest championships, they're going to go wild, but nothing there. Smacking Remy in the head. It's the first time I saw BSJ move out of the way of a beer.
Hey, just ducked out of the way. Beer can went straight to the head of LeVay. What the hell is these two having in mind? Big clothesline.
Well, it looks like that arm or that left wrist of DB is not so capable now, and a big double minor for Thanksgiving Bash. Champs with the cover. Ring it up.
Here are your winners, and still Fest Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Fourth Line.
What a title defense. Oh, look at that. We got beers from the crowd.
Hell yeah, bring some over here.
Yeah, what's going on? A big ceremonious cheers to another defense. And they say the sound system is going to bring them back up. From the 880 wrestling camp, there's no prouder moment than a fourth line victory, and that's going to set the standard. And in Pittsburgh, the standard is the standard, and still the fourth line.
What a match, what a win, and what a reception. Very well deserved for both Brandon St. James and KC Ward. Going to be partying all night long.
880's most elite, Austin Carnes, alongside Toddy Tondera for 880 Wrestling's Thanksgiving Bash 4. And what a night it has been so far. We have so much more to come. Thank you for joining our family this evening.
Who here got in the splash zone? That's a souvenir to take home, folks.
Yeah, I raised my hand.
This next match is a singles match scheduled for one fall. And it is for the Fest Wrestling Championship.
It's a packed house tonight here at Penn Brewery. We literally have everybody packed in here like sardines. Thank you for being a part of our family. You can hear the vibe and feel the vibe of the room shift a little bit. The curious technique of Christian Robinson as he graces his presence at Thanksgiving Bash 4 on his way to a championship match.
Oh yeah, this is my jam toddy. Eagles jersey and all. Hell yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going to have a little bit of a dance party here. Coming out in the white and green, Reggie White. Of course, it's a big rematch for the Fest Championship. Christian Robinson was a part of the foundation of 880 Wrestling. He went out and made something of himself and returned to 880 Wrestling not so long ago. But every time you see him, as I always say, he shows up and shows out. If this is the first time you're seeing Christian Robinson, eyes glued to your computer screens. And what does he have on his feet, Austin?
I have no clue. What the hell is that?
Well, I think those were bare feet. And when I say bare feet, I mean bare feet. Now he's just has bare feet.
Real skater boy, and this shit is here.
This is the captain of the Steel City Killers returning home for the biggest show of the year and maybe the biggest show in 880 history. The KOP, the King of Pittsburgh, the ace of 80 Wrestling graces his presence at Penn Brewery. You could feel that energy in the room, Austin.
What a reception for the King.
Folks of all ages jumping up and down on their feet. Once called him the James Farrier of Pittsburgh wrestling. Longest reigning Enjoy champion, a two-time and current Fest champion. Collecting gold everywhere he goes. MB Young, in front of his city, in front of his people. No bigger match than this at Thanksgiving Bash.
Introducing first, to my left, the challenger, fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He is the Steph Curry of 880 Wrestling, and the real skater boy of this shit, the psychedelic psychonaut, Christian Robinson! And his opponent, to my right, fighting out of 1010 Freiburg Street, AKA The Shop, by way of 880 Dottie Block. He is Pittsburgh made, Pittsburgh paid, and internationally laid. He is the current reigning and defending Fest Wrestling Champion, the King of Pittsburgh, MV Young!
Thank you for those in-ring introductions, Eamon Payton. Love working with Eamon every week.
Eamon is the best, and look at that title on the line.
Got goosebumps for this one. Now these two know each other very, very well, but there's something very unpredictable about Christian Robinson. Despite his demeanor, he's a hard individual to read here.
Certainly very hard to read. I mean, he's coming out here, calling himself the Steph Curry of
Yeah,
880 Wrestling?
we looked at each other when we heard that, yeah.
I had to do a fact check real quick. He does know the Warriors are 10-9 right now, and Curry is shooting 47% from the field. Just want to put that out there.
Locking in there, big headlock takeover in the center of the ring. Trying to create space there. Locked in with that leg. Oh, headlock takeover. A big exchange here. You know, it looks like the real skater boy of the shit, tit for tat so far with Envy on big kip up.
Yeah, so far matching everything that has been going each other's way.
But Austin, I don't know if you saw, but the look in Envy's eyes, he's locked in, he's serious, he's ready to go.
I'll steal one of your quotes for a second. Tony, as stoic as ever is MV Young.
Yeah. I'm breaching out here. Trying to kip up.
Look at that athleticism.
Yeah, there is an obvious, I was going to say, there's an obvious difference in a weight class here with MV Young being the bigger competitor, but Christian Robinson like a pinball.
Oh my God.
Up and around.
Spinning off the back of MV Young like it was nothing.
Slides through. Oh, a big pounce. That's enough of those games, says NV. Pounces Christian Robinson all the way across the ring there.
Like a damn train just ran into Christian Robinson. Holy hell.
And I think there's some advantage to Christian Robinson if he keeps bouncing around like that. And MV Young says, I'm going to keep you grounded.
I got flashbacks, Toddy. That hurt.
Of course, MV Young gave 880's Most Elite a big chop himself here. But you at least had a shirt on.
I at least had a shirt on. Hope he told us to be quiet.
Can hear everyone collectively gasp.
The chops are ever so real. Just like here at the Penn Brewery, we're calling for one more.
Catching him.
Yeah, caught for the moment is MV. Up and over.
Duck under the clothesline. Springboard off. Oh my goodness. I don't know that I've ever seen that before.
Robinson flying all over the damn place. I don't think MV Young was quite expecting that. And we've seen this before, and so has MV.
Yeah, had that well scouted. Oh! Throwing him over his back. Christian Robinson flopping around like a fish out of water here.
Yeah, Robinson just sent over the shoulders of MV.
Oh, begging off now a bit here. There's no timeouts, Christian Robinson. And of course, we've seen for weeks and weeks the open challenge that MV Young offered. Said, anybody want to step up to the plate and swing the bat? I'm the Fest champion. This is my city. No one could beat me on my home field. And of course, Christian Robinson yet to see either the smartest man in the room or the stupidest man in the room. We shall see when the 3 count is over in a big, heavy-handed chop to the chest of K-Rock.
That has to take so much oxygen out of Christian Robinson. Just has to.
That Pittsburgh plunge, drop kick to the back there.
Yeah, these two had competition before, so they know each other's moves quite well. And Robinson looking to fly.
Right down in the front row.
Yeah, MV Young kind of on his toes right now. Christian Robinson has full control.
That's a good way of putting it. You always got to be on.
Spoke too soon. Spoke too soon.
Oh. Well, half and half over the top there, but against Christian Robinson, you always got to be on your toes. But with MV Young, as locked in as he is tonight in front of his people, I don't know, he's going to be hard to beat, and so far that's proving true.
Indeed it is, Toddy. MV looks like he has Robinson right where he wants. I was looking for the power bomb, but Robinson was able to reverse out of it. Here comes the real skater boy of this shit. Big moonsault, but MV Young turning him inside out.
He said enough of that pretty shit. Cover here. 2. Oh, just a 2 count here.
Only 2. These two have gone back and forth this entire match. What a treat for our audience here at the Penn Brewery.
And that's what the Steel City Killers do. They collect championships from their promotion and they bring them to the Steel City. As Casey Moore would say, iron sharpens iron. And right now, precariously in a position is Effy. Oof.
We almost had a new champion.
Only takes 3 seconds.
Look at this, though. Robinson just running off the chest of MV.
Yeah, he calls that the FS 180 Ollie South. Tosses MV over his back, and K-Rob standing tall right now.
Robinson like a little kid at a skateboard park right now. Absolutely feeling himself. MV.
Oh, big shot to the gut there. Oh, hammering blows down too. Oh. Sorry, little technical difficulties here as we power through. I think the action was so heavy in the ring that it knocked everything off their moorings over here. We are back. Now in the ring is slowing things down, Christian Robinson. Wait a second here. Looking for that Pittsburgh plunge.
Got all of it.
Cover. 2, and that's it, baby. Effy wins.
Here is your winner, and still Best Wrestling Champion, MV Young.
Christian Robinson, a gallant effort there, but MV Young, the king of Pittsburgh, victorious. Robinson reminding the audience here in Pittsburgh that this is not the last time that K-Rob will be floating on by.
Folks, give it up one more time for both MV Young and Christian Robinson. What a match that was.
Wow.
That is some of the great action you see from those two competitors every single week on Thursday Night Fights, which is our free show that we do on IndyWrestling.live and on YouTube. And we're starting it back up on December 4th over at the Warehouse in Allentown behind Bottle Rockets. 8 p.m. every Thursday. If you love what you're seeing tonight, you're going to love it even more. Come by every single week for Thursday Night Fights. This next match is a triple threat match scheduled for one fall. And it is for the 880 Wrestling Championship.
Well, here we go. Triple threat action. 880 championship on the line. Could this young man become GM3?
Very well could, Toddy. I was joined by Gianni Michael Enrico a couple weeks ago on Thursday Night Fights, and he has the new moniker, GM3. His eyes are clearly set on that championship. Can he win it tonight?
And just 1 year ago, Gianni Michael Enrico captured his second 880 World Championship at Thanksgiving Bash 3. Can he become GM3 at Thanksgiving Bash 4? The difference being he only had one opponent last year. This year, he has one of his biggest rivals, Nick Wilde and Matt Connor. He is yoked, man.
Ready to go. Hell yeah.
Coming back to Penn Brewery in the back of a U-Haul, one of the most impressive displays of return we have ever seen here. GM3, will it be? And this is the wild card put into the deck for this championship match. The Reaper, Matt Connor.
Well, we've seen the footage that was played on Thursday Night Fights. It was that so creepy, ever so eerie footage. I'm getting goosebumps just sitting next to you, Todd. I'm going to have to scoot a little closer to you if you don't mind. But
No
Matt
issue.
Connor, definitely looking to play spoiler in this match.
Bit of a lull over our audience here at the spectacle that they see in the Reaper. Of course, a big staple here in Pittsburgh wrestling. Or you might want to scooch back because you know who's coming out next to you.
Oh, great.
Here comes the individual that defeated Gianni Michael Enrico for the 880 championship, the leader of the Dead Hand Society, the Trigger Finger. Now, earlier this evening, the cohorts of Nick Wilde were unable to obtain the Fest Tag Team Championships from the fourth line. Is that in the mind of Nick Wilde? Their reign of terror, does it end at Thanksgiving Bash 4? Or is this just another chapter in the book of the Dead Hand?
Well, Toddy, I'll tell you what, I've been here since the very beginning of Nick Wilde's championship reign, and I gotta tell you, they have 880 wrestling locked down right now. I have never seen a champion go from so cocky to so confident at the same time. Nick Wilde has both of those traits.
Of course, making their debut for Canadian Deathmatch, we were on the call for that too. The Black Plague of the Dead Hand. Oh, the disease is spreading. Will the disease infect Penn Brewery for Thanksgiving Bash? Let's go to Eamon for announcements.
Your referee for this match is Scotty Davidson. Introducing first, to my right, challenger number 1, fighting out of the motherland. He weighs in tonight at 118 kilograms, standing at 192 centimeters. This is the Italian strongman, Gianni Michael Enrico. Challenger number 2, to my left, fighting out of Derry, Maine, this is the Reaper, Matt Connor! And the final competitor, to my left, fighting out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, They are the trigger finger of the Dead Hand Society and the current reigning and defending 880 Wrestling Champion, the Black Sheep, Nix Wild!
Scotty Lefty Davidson holding that championship up high here. And you can hear what Penn Brewery thinks of this one. Could it be 2 years in a row that Gianni Michael Enrico is crowned champion at the Bash?
Will the ringside doctor report to the production area, please? Ringside doctor, report to the production area immediately, please.
Wait a second here, Nix Wild. Oh.
There's Matt Connard.
Boots to the gut here. Matt Connard. Oh! Well, I'll tell you what has happened here is Gianni Michael Enrico and Nix Wild. Of course, a lot of the momentum coming into this match, it came from Penn Brewery. It came from Gianni Michael Enrico's return. But what Nix Wild had in common with Gianni Michael Enrico is they both wanted that 880 championship, and Nix Wild blames Gianni Michael Enrico to get Connard involved in this. Nick said, GME, this could have been between us two. You're the one that got Connard involved.
And as much as I hate to disagree with our champion, Nix Wild, they have a solid point, honestly, Toddy. I mean, this very well could have been a singles match. But when Gianni Michael Enrico made his return, coming out of the back of that U-Haul, Matt Connard feels like GME was kind of stepping on his toes a little bit, overshadowing him during his match. So I kind of understand where Matt Connard is coming from, even though he's bringing this ever so creepy vibe here in this triple threat. Unfortunate to bullet that GME has to bite, and here we go. These two are going to town on each other.
And that's funny you mention an overshadowing. The darkest shadow in the room is usually Matt Connard, and I think he was upset with GME a bit about that. Des Press here, hammering away.
Matt Connard may have even hurt his own hand in the moment. Hammering away on the Italian strongman. Here comes, Connard. Big splash into the corner.
Oh, I didn't even see Nix Wild there. Into the post.
But that's the dangers of a triple threat, Toddy. You always have to pay attention. There's always a third person in the match. And here comes Nix Wild into the sling blade.
That signature of the Dead Hand Society. And if you remember, we've been talking about GME winning the 880 championship here at Penn Brewery for Thanksgiving Bash last year. Who did he beat? None other than a member of the Dead Hand Society, Remy LeVay.
History runs deep with GME and the Dead Hand Society for sure. And that's exactly what the champion wants too, Toddy. That slow, methodical pace, that cult-like following that they bring. Wearing down Gianni Michael Enrico.
Yeah, I always correct you. When you say cult-like, I'm saying there's nothing cult-like. It is a cult.
It is a cult. Here comes GME, though, trying to fight back, but Nix Wild just derailing everything GME has.
Now, when Nix Wild defeated GME for the 880 championship, Nix Wild and the Dead Hand Society, and quite frankly, 880 Wrestling, may have thought that they saw the last of Gianni. Nix Wild, flipping over the ropes here, losing momentum. A big boot there to the face of Matt Connard.
Yeah, ropes are still ever so wet. They've been used all night so far. Only first half of action. Nix Wild able to take advantage. Oh, but look at this, Matt Connard.
Cross body there.
Yeah, quick turnaround. Taking out the champ.
Oh, shot to the gut there. Oh, step up in Zaguri.
Yeah, Matt Connard got all that step up in Zaguri and has Nix Wild hooked, but look at this. The champ just raking the eyes.
And in a triple threat, especially with the championship on the line, this is, big spine buster. No disqualification, jackknife cover, 2. Just a 2 count.
And GME nowhere to be seen, and another cover from Nix. Nix Wild on top right now. An amazing show that we have put together here tonight.
Yeah, what a night it's been so far. Psychedelic Dreams retaining that psychedelic ladder match. MV Young, the 4th line, and right now the 880 championship on the line. And as you notice, Nix Wild is keeping GME outside.
That's what you got to do. You got to ground your biggest threat. Gianni Michael Enrico is the biggest threat to both Matt Conrad and Nix Wild at the moment. So keep this grounded. Keep it to a singles match. That's what the champ is doing. And look at this. Nix Wild there just choking at the life.
Well, you could hear our audience, and they don't seem to be treating the trigger finger so kindly.
Yeah, and again, you pointed out, Toddy, every time GME tries to get in the mix, Nix Wild doesn't even let him get in the ring.
Must be something to that. Of course, 1 pinfall to the finish, no matter who gets pinned here. You only need to pin 1 to get a victory. Roll through.
Yeah, imagine Nix Wild had nothing to do even with this match. Matt Conrad could pin GME or vice versa and win the title. But Nix Wild, they are in their wheelhouse right now, Toddy. This is exactly where the champ wants to be. You got to remember, where's the rest of Dead Hand Society lingering around? We've seen them interfere in these matches too many times.
Nix Wild right now out there by themselves, but for how long?
For how long is the question. Here's Nix now on the second rope, but gets caught. GME's back in it.
Hammering blows there by GME. Now GME has been collecting championships not only at 880 Wrestling, but he holds gold in the rest of Pittsburgh as well. He would be the first ever 3-time 880 champion in the history of this company if the prophecy is fulfilled. If GM3 is born tonight, keeping Conrad at bay here. Duck under. Down. Shook our whole production with that one.
We're gonna turn our monitor off. Whole building got shook. And the GME chants begin with our ruckus crowd here at the Penn Brewery. Setting up Nix Wild.
Oh, roll through. Oh, a cutter. Thought he was setting up for that Kawatami clothesline. Switching gears here for GME.
Catching this champ by surprise, but wait a minute, Conrad back in this. Blocking it is GME.
Oh, looking for that power slam. Conrad, rightfully so, holding on to that top rope. Oh.
Big Shining Wizard. Conrad did his homework. This is for the title, Toddy. Can Conrad do it? No.
Just a 2 count there. That could have been Conrad's moment there. Nix Wild incapacitated on the apron there.
Toddy, we were half a second away from calling Matt Conrad 880 champion.
Well, the Reaper comes where the Reaper goes. And I'll tell you what, the Reaper only makes special appearances, and there's nothing more special than holding the 880 championship. But right now, the Sicilian Sleeper is being put on Matt Conrad. But Nix Wild, careful and calculated, is trying to get their strength, get their energy, and use Conrad as a battering ram.
And they were successful doing so, fighting free. All three laying on the line. Matt Conrad ducked under though. GME takes down the champ. Here we go, over and round. It's locked back in.
With the eyes of Reaper right now. Roll through here, cover, wait a second.
Noah's going for a cover, but look at this, what is this, a bit of a modified ankle walk in?
And Conrad in this very building made Casey Ward pass out. Could he do that? Wait a second here. GME was looking to tap Nick's Wild, preventing the tap from happening because that means Nick's Wild will lose that championship.
Yeah, you know damn well Nick's Wild was biting their tongue, saving GME from suffering more pain.
Whoa.
Oh, they're running around the ring. Look, don't come over here. Ring and round we go, but look at this. Nick's Wild has up the Reaper.
Oh, looking for that Wild driver. Been slipping through here. That modified ankle lock submission here has Nick's Wild's leg bent like a pretzel here. GME was going to tap out. Can Nick's Wild be prevented from tapping out here? Oh, just in the nick of time.
But again, it's a triple threat. GME was able to save the match for the moment.
Oh, what a boot.
Whew. What the hell does GME have in mind? Picks up Nick's Wild and drops them on Connor.
Hey, that's the advantage of a triple threat. You can use the opponent's bodies against your other opponent.
That's true. And GME wisely tried to pin both competitors at the same time so no one would get in the way of it. GME chancering out. Are we getting closer and closer to possibly GM3?
It looks like it. Yeah, somebody yelling 3-time, baby.
Yeah, GME is in his warehouse, looking to lock it back in. The Connor trying to fight free. Rolls up.
Shoulders down, 2. Oh, just a 2 count there.
Too damn close. But wait a minute, what does Nick's Wild have? That's the championship.
Connor ducking out of the way, smashing GME in the face here. Wait, pump kick here. Wait a second.
Nope.
GME's out.
No DQs and a triple threat title brought into this. No, not like this.
Wait a second.
Cover.
1, 2, 3.
No.
Oh my goodness. The foot on the bottom rope for GME is the only thing. Nick's Wild puts that foot on the bottom rope there. It's the only thing that prevented a title from being around the waist of Matt Connor. Just a toe away from a new champion.
So close to calling the Reaper champ. Nick's Wild, the veteran ring awareness came in handy, but look at this. Possible Wild driver.
Oh! Belt shot into Connor. Wait a second here. Dumped out his GME. Nick's Wild gonna pick up the scraps. No, 2, 3. God damn it!
Here is your winner, and still 880 Wrestling Champion, the Black Sheep, Nick's Wild.
And we talked about it before Austin. If there is more than one opponent, especially in a triple threat match, using your opponents against one another here, GME was an inch away from being a 3-time champion, taking full advantage as the leader of the Dead Hand Society, and still Nick's Wild ruining the party, ruining the bash.
Just narrowly escaping disaster is Nick's Wild. What a triple threat we just had, but at the end of the day, we're still going to call the Black Sheep champ here at the Penn Brewery. Wow. Oh, look at this.
Well, I'm not going to repeat what I hear from the ring right now.
Yeah, these two visibly upset with each other.
What is...
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I'll get these goons out of here.
The Dead Hand Society now circling around like a murder of crows. Connor, GME.
this is just disastrous. All of Dead Hand Society surrounding GME and Matt Connor. These two can't even trust each other.
Now.
Keep bringing it, Toddy. I don't know if they hear you or not. Dead Hand Society is here, and they are beating the hell out of Matt Connor and GME.
This is not what the bash was supposed to be about. The trigger finger, the 880 champion, making corpses out of GME and Connor.
I will win. I will always win. I will keep winning to the behest of all of you. You can all eat my ass because I'm going to stay 880 champion for a very long time, Gianni. And you two crybabies can go whine about it yourselves. Hey, boys, let's go drink.
Oh, cool.
Well, wait, you don't have to. Okay, yeah, get him up. Yeah, Saturn's crazy.
Hey. Come on, stop. Stop.
Match is over. We have more matches to get to. Come on. Why?
The former 880 champion, Gianni Michael Enrico, we thought we saw the last of him the last time he was in the ring with Nix. And this time, I'm almost positive that we're going to see the last of him.
All right, now we can go drink.
Yeah, come on, get the hell out of here.
Well, that has been the first half of Thanksgiving Bash 4 alongside 880's most elite Austin Carnes. Hell of a night so far. We didn't want to see Act 1 end that way.
What a damn shame.
I'm Toddy Tondera. We'll see you in just a short while. Still to come, our main event, Reese Hayes and David Lawless, Effy, Billy Dixon, and so much more. Get roached.
Listen to A Game is Empty on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.
Just wait. Wait for the perfect time then attack.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're a gay.
And his NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His NB is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His NB on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.
Just wait. Wait for the perfect time then attack.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're a gay.
And his NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His NB is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His NB on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.
Just wait. Wait for the perfect time then attack.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're a gay.
And his NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His Envy is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His Envy on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time then attack.
Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're A Gay
and His NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His Envy is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His Envy on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time then attack.
Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're A Gay
and His NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His Envy is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His Envy on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time then attack.
Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're A Gay
and His NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His Envy is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His Envy on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time then attack.
Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're A Gay
and His NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His Envy is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His Envy on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time then attack.
Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're A Gay
and His NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His Envy is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His Envy on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time then attack.
Welcome back to 880 Wrestling's Thanksgiving Bash. The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the TNF Championship.
880's Most Elite, Austin Carnes. Back to my right, I am Toddy Tondera. Welcome to the second half of Thanksgiving Bash. Big return.
Introducing the challenger, hailing from Richmond, Virginia. This is the big gal, Erica Leigh.
First time you have seen Erica Leigh in 880 Wrestling, a big gal for a big return. What do you think of Erica Leigh, Austin?
I'm excited to see what Erica Leigh brings to the table tonight, Toddy. I've seen some of her work in various other places around here in Pittsburgh. Never quite in an 880 atmosphere before, and this is certainly the best challenge yet as she goes up against the Villainess.
Of course, Liberty L has claimed that she has remained unsatisfied. Well, I'll tell you what, filling that big gap of satisfaction is the big gal, Erica Leigh, TNF Championship on the line. And so far, since her return to pro wrestling, there is nothing that stopped this next competitor. And this place is about to become unglued for the undefeated TNF champion.
And her opponents from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. She is your TNF champion, the Villainous Liberty L.
Liberty L here, sharking around the ring. Maybe the most dominant champion that we've seen with any championship at 880 Wrestling.
Couldn't have said it any better, Toddy. Liberty L has been ever so dominant, probably got even more dominant since capturing that TNF title. Certainly her biggest challenge yet in Erica Leigh. I'm excited. I'm honored to be on call for this one.
You said it yourself. I think that championship makes her more hungry. That satisfaction that she craves, yet to be tamed. Oh, the L stands for liberty, not loser.
Here we go. Oh.
As Austin mentioned before, Erica Leigh, many avenues that Erica Leigh has traveled down in the past couple of years here. Part of Gummy Boar and Enjoy regular here. Oh, but I'll tell you what, a little disrespect there from the big gal. We haven't really seen Liberty treated like that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's too wise to piss off the Villainous in the early stages of the match. But look at this! Oh my gosh!
Oh, big splash into the corner there.
Big splash from the Villainous, Irish whip. Oh! Into another.
She says she's ending this now here.
I mean, we've seen Liberty L put so many opponents away so quickly. Wouldn't be surprised if she does it again here at the Thanksgiving Bash, but oh, look at that. Erica Leigh went low.
Oh, big leg drop to the back of the head here. But what originally upset Liberty is Liberty saw that Erica Leigh was announced for Thanksgiving Bash. Said, you want to step up in my promotion? Well, hey, look, I'm the champ here. Oh. Shot to the gut there. Big clubbering blow to the back of Liberty L. Yeah, this is Liberty country, Erica. I don't know that you know where you are.
Certainly is. Roll up by Liberty.
Roll 2 count. This one's going to continue.
Only 2 into the big clothesline.
Cover here. 2. Oh, just a 2 count.
And Tony, it's not like Liberty hasn't had competition. I mean, the lineage of opponents that she's already faced. We saw Brohemoth in the past. Obviously, she took the title off of some guy named John. So Liberty has beaten talent, has beaten a lot of competitors here already.
Yes, and Brianna Bance had to push herself to the furthest corners that Brianna Bance came. She was in the darkest era of her life, and that couldn't even capture the championship from Liberty from that. It's a great point. Cover here. Oh, wait a second. Roll through.
Now, Leigh's not done yet. She wants to inflict more damage. There's that big knee.
But staking claim to the squared circle right now is Erica Leigh. And dare I say, Erica Leigh has been firm control this match.
Yeah, so far so good. Firm control over the Villainous, but you got to keep those attacks going because once you give Liberty one space to breathe, she's going to take advantage.
Well, I think that's the name of the game here. Oh! Is not giving Liberty L that centimeter of space.
Honk?
Yes, two honks, in fact. Honk, honk.
Honk, honk,
in fact, yes. Graham for arm control. What a second here. Hooked up.
Double underhook, what is this?
Oh, trip through. Uh-oh. Maybe looking for that Iron Maiden. Oh, stepping on her back like she's surfing in fall here. Trying to fight from that Iron Maiden. Clenching it in. Oh, pulling through. Erica knows. Erica knows what's next if she can't get to that rope. She's scurrying. She's got the rope here.
Yeah, just gets to the rope in time. Match going to continue on.
I mean, we literally see Liberty L weekly on Thursday night fights, and it's usually her playground when she's in a one-on-one match, but Erica Leigh is kind of taking control of this. And this is what Erica has to do to beat down Liberty here. She's got to push. We talked about Brianna Bance getting pushed to her furthest corners. Right now, Erica Leigh is pushing Liberty to her furthest corners.
You got to channel in a different self that you might not know you even have. Bance was ever so close. Can Leigh be next? I'm shocked that Liberty's still grounded right now.
Big shot to the gut there. She's setting up here for going to the high rent district.
Might do just that. Watch out for the chandelier. We see Erica Leigh up on the second rope.
Oh, big senton, meeting its mark. Cover.
Might have a new champ.
Oh, just a 2 count.
And that's the way you got to do it. Erica Leigh climbing high and delivering that senton. Nearly putting away Liberty L. We're still going to continue on. If I'm Erica Leigh, though, Toddy, I'm going to continue the fight. I'm not giving her any space to breathe. You got to stay on top of the Villainous.
Liberty getting up to her feet here, and I think you're exactly right. She was giving her too much time to breathe.
Way too much time, and up goes Erica. Oh, no, rake of the eyes.
Oh, kick low. Oh, big headbutt.
Thunderous.
Oh, almost like a Saito suplex with a snap to it.
Erica Leigh wisely rolls over to the ropes, though. But Liberty L clearly isn't done there. Oh!
And she's going to that crimson place, that devilish grin.
Yeah, look at her eyes as she delivers that cannonball, but nobody home.
Playing a little opossum is the big gal, Erica Leigh here. Kick low, big knee here. And I'll tell you what, I didn't expect this. I expect Liberty to come out here and have an after-dinner meal, but Erica Leigh really laying in the leather.
Well, Erica Leigh has that double underhook again. Tried earlier in the match. Got all of it. Here's the cover. We may be crowning a new champion. No!
I thought she was about to call her the unhinged dog of Liberty, and you could see the look of distress now pouring over the face of Erica Leigh. Oh! But an awful lot of this match has saw Liberty on her back.
And Erica Leigh looking to climb high once more. Oh!
Uh-oh! On the back now, fireman's carry position, and around we go, buddy! Oh!
Over and round, and down goes Erica Leigh.
Oh, goodness.
She said, that's it, Toddy. Making her claim, marking her territory.
The TNF champion locks in the Iron Maiden.
Immediate tap, immediate, that's it.
Here is your winner, and still TNF champion, Liberty L.
And who can stop the dominant? It's the Villainous, and as you see on the replay brought to you by Sidekick Media Services, the Iron Maiden, and as Austin said, it's an automatic tap, and who can stop the outward domination of Liberty L and still TNF champion here at Thanksgiving Bash?
And you know what, Toddy? That's the question we're going to continue to ask every single Thursday. Who can step up to the plate? Who can take down the Villainous? And who can meet the match of Liberty L?
Hey, our door is always open for competitors to step up to Liberty. On December 4th, we will be at the Warehouse in Allentown in Pittsburgh, PA. Come knock on our door.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
And I'm going to hand over the headset to my buddy, professional Paul Michaels. Is that cool if Paul jumps in?
Let's do it. Bring it on. Come on, Paul. Well, here we go as we get things set for our next match. I'm 880's most elite Austin Carnes, now joined with professional Paul Michaels as we're ready for our next match.
It's me again, Austin.
Introducing first, from Natchez, Mississippi, weighing in tonight at 170 pounds, Pittsburgh's favorite crash out, the queer-coded villain, No Mercy, Zeke Mercer.
Well, there they are, No Mercy, Pittsburgh's favorite crash out, Zeke Mercer, once a part of the matriarchy and then completely dismantled it at the World Series. What do you think of Zeke Mercer?
It was right here, Austin, at the World Series where we saw the disillusion of the matriarch after losing the 880 Tag Team Championships, and Zeke not very popular here with the crowd at Penn Brewery or frankly anywhere they go.
Not at all. You hear the FU Zeke chants already ringing out. Oh yeah. Once tag team partners, now face opposite corners.
And their opponents, from the City of Angels, the melanated starseed, Paris Sahara.
Paris Sahara was once with Zeke Mercer and Princess Amanda. Together, they were the matriarchy. At one point in time, they were 880 tag team champions, and now they face each other in opposite corners. What do you think of Paris Sahara going into this match, professional Paul Michaels?
And this is a great opportunity for Sahara here. Sahara has been alongside Zeke for so long and they had quite the run as the matriarchy, of course, capturing the gold. But Sahara now is ready to break out on her own, and emotions certainly run high. Trying to make good against Zeke for that big betrayal the last time we were at Penn Brewery.
Couldn't have said it any better. That might be the loudest FU Zeke chant that I've heard, and I've been around the shop quite a few times, Paul.
They are not popular.
Not at all. One of the first times we're seeing these two face off. Paris Sahara on your far left, Zeke Mercer on your far right. Gladly will. Let's get this matchup started.
And Austin, this isn't a matchup where emotions run super high, but at the end of the day, it's still a professional wrestling matchup. There will be a winner, there will be a loser. This will change the careers of both of these individuals.
Oh, look at this. Already going at each other. Oh. Now, Paul, I like to ask Toddy this question when he's on commentary. I'm going to do the same and put you on the spot. Who do you got in this match?
I think it's really going to come down to who controls the tempo of this match. At the end of the day, Zeke is the veteran, Zeke is the strategist, and I think that experience edge could very well be the difference maker.
Certainly has the experience, but Paris Sahara certainly has the athleticism. Big Hurricanrana there, taking down Pittsburgh's favorite crash out. You can only imagine the emotion that Paris Sahara has to feel. I mean, she was turned on by someone she looked up to, a mentor in Zeke Mercer. Again, they were once together. They were once the matriarchy and just was left beaten and battered and bruised at the Penn Brewery. Oh, what does Zeke Mercer have in mind? Oh, big knee to the gut. Oh.
And not only did Zeke betray Paris at the World Series at Penn Brewery, but Zeke has shown absolutely no remorse for that. Has repeatedly told Sahara, I'm the one who made you famous. Has done it at the shop on Thursday Night Fights. Has done it at the Wrestling Mayhem Show podcast. Zeke cannot keep Paris's name out of their mouth, and this is the opportunity for Paris to finally get that revenge.
Certainly that opportunity was actually here right at the Penn Brewery where the matriarchy was formed ever so long ago. Obviously split, now back on their own. This is all just Zeke Mercer right now, just completely taking the fight to Paris as they drive her into the post.
And this is the strategy here from Zeke. If Zeke slows the match down and forces this type of pace, does not let Paris use that speed and power advantage, it greatly favors Zeke. Zeke knows Paris's playbook because Zeke helped write that playbook all of that time together in the matriarchy. And Zeke is working a style that gives them a huge advantage, though Paris fighting back now.
It's a good point you bring up too, Paul, and it seems like Paris's strategy going into this is just beat the hell out of Zeke. Get back all those emotions that she is feeling after Zeke turned their back. But Zeke just one step ahead. There's that big snap suplex. Here's the cover, only two.
And you're right, Austin, it is an emotional night, but it is critical for Paris to stay disciplined. That's the only way you're going to overwhelm an in-ring veteran with the ring presence of Zeke Mercer.
Absolutely. I guess you can kind of label this as mentor versus mentoree as Paris there kicks out at two. Of course, still so much more incredible action to come tonight. Of course, our main event, which will feature the Gavel David Lawless versus amateur wrestler Reese Hayes in that title versus career match. Of course, we'll see the leaders by example. Some guy named John Clayton King taking on Effy and Billy Dixon. But right now, Zeke Mercer choking out the life of Paris, taking full advantage of that count.
Yeah, it's not breaking the rules, it's using the rules, Austin. If you have 5 seconds, you can use 4. There's no penalty for doing that.
I don't know if I'd say using the rules. It's more like bending the rules right there. Zeke Mercer just trying to take full advantage. Obviously not liked by anybody here. Plotting their next scheme. They have Paris set, but no, Paris derails it and delivers her own suplex. How about that?
Big move there for Paris to try to get control back. It's interesting how the cardio, how the conditioning will come into play. We haven't seen Paris in singles competition a whole lot. Has kind of made her name as a tag team competitor, you know, this is the point. You don't have a chance. You don't have a partner this time to tag out to. You're going for the whole thing. As the crowd once again very vocal about how they feel about Zeke.
Certainly very vocal as Paris delivers that big double stomp. Here's the cover on her former partner. No, only 2. Only a 2 count. And again, that's probably that uncharted territory that you're alluding to, Paul Michaels. These two so used to that tag team competition, now duking it out in singles competition. The story writes itself for these two as Paris O'Hara delivers that big kick. Slides right under. How about this athleticism? Down goes Zeke! Bounced off the ring like a basketball. I think we know what time it is as she delivers that split. Here is the cover on Zeke. No! 2? Only 2?
The match will continue, Austin. And this crowd is so behind Paris. They hate Zeke as it is, but then Paris has really earned the respect and the adoration of the 880 Wrestling fans here. Maybe some new fans that she's getting here with a fresh crowd at Penn Brewery.
Couldn't disagree with you on that one, Paul. But again, just as Paris gets something going, Zeke has a response. Here is the cover by Pittsburgh's favorite crash out, only 2.
Surely the favorite is ironic.
Yeah, I don't know about the favorite. Maybe has to be probably in quotations. Look at Zeke Mercer. They are just slowing down the pace now. It's obvious this place is in full support of Paris O'Hara. She's trying to roll out of it.
And keeping Paris off her feet eliminates that speed and the power advantage that she has. So this is great strategy, great ring awareness by Zeke, taking full control.
Yeah, right now Paris is in no man's land, but has the support from everybody. Can she fight out of it? Fights free for the moment. Exactly what Paris is needing. Oh, what a big kick. How about another one? Oh, but look at this. Just as Paris was getting something going, Zeke trips her up in the ropes. And you knew this one wasn't going to be pretty, Paul. This was just going to be a full-out slugger.
Yeah, very, very emotional. There's more to it than just in-ring competition. It's Paris in the corner. Here comes Zeke.
Yeah, but look at Paris gets the elbow up just in time. Derailing all the momentum Zeke Mercer had. And here goes Paris using those legs again to her advantage. Another hurricanrana sends Zeke flying. And here we go. This is the Paris we've all been waiting to see. Big back elbow. Ducks under, ringing round, and what a knee. Rocking Mercer into the bridge. Here is the cover by Paris, and no, only 2. 2.8, 2.9, not quite 3.
Thought that was it, Austin, but Paris needs to stay on Zeke here. Needs to continue to control the match, control that tempo.
Getting at this has to be the later stages of this match. These two just beating the hell out of each other. Big Irish whip into the corner, looking for that patented cartwheel back elbow. Seen that so many times. And here's the Paris chance now. Yeah, count them up, Penn Brewery. Here we go. Make it 9. Can we get 10? No. And just like that, Zeke Mercer turns it around. You got to think, maybe Paris took just a bit too much time there.
Yeah, I think, again, it's about just continuing the offense, staying there. But, again, you're seeing the difference in stamina and conditioning between singles and tag team competition. It's rearing its head again. And Zeke is looking to finish it off here.
Big Shining Wizard at the back of the neck, but Zeke's not quite done yet.
Now just toying with her.
Yeah, obviously you could tell this means so much to these two. Zeke Mercer wants to make a statement. They don't want to just get a win over Paris O'Hara. They want to let Paris know that they believe this is her fault.
It wasn't enough to betray Paris. Zeke has been a thorn in Paris' side as there's the Shining Wizard. That has got to be it. Nobody has kicked out of that Shining Wizard, Austin.
Nobody has. Zeke Mercer taking some extra time. Here is the cover. Let's bring this up. Wait. Only 2? Are you kidding me?
And Paris got the shoulder up. That's what happens when you're in a blood feud like this. This awakens something, and here's Brianna Bands out in front of us. What's going on here?
Yeah, what's Brianna Bands doing up here? I mean, the history writes itself. Brianna Bands has aligned herself on numerous occasions with the matriarchy. There's a rich history that goes way back here in 880. And now she's up on the apron, chewing out Zeke Mercer. Well, Bands clearly putting the blame on Mercer for all this. Zeke doesn't seem phased at all, though. Oh, come on!
What a cheap shot.
Really, Zeke? Brianna Bands sticking up for Paris, and look at that!
Paris taking advantage.
Big German suplex from Paris Sahara. Looks for another, though. Zeke reverses it! Dropping Paris. I mean, we saw Brianna Bands out here, obviously sticking up for Paris. That's her girl. Been up and down the road together, tagged on so many occasions. And obviously Zeke didn't take too kindly to it.
A bit surprising for Zeke to get distracted, you know, as the veteran, but Paris takes advantage with a big slap.
Yeah, big slap from Paris trying to get for that German. And look at this, Brianna Bands up on the apron, official distracted, knee to the head, into that German suplex. Zeke Mercer completely rocked right now. Boom, there it is. Down goes Mercer, here is the cover. And that's it.
Here is your winner, Paris Sahara.
Paris Sahara, after the monstrous kick, gets the big win over Zeke Mercer. And damn, that must feel good for Paris.
What a win for Paris, coming off of Zeke just being a thorn in her side, as you see on the replay there from Sidekick Media Services of that pinfall, and a huge boon to the fresh singles career now of Paris. She's out on her own, and she is going to get things done here in 880 Wrestling.
Oh, wait a minute! Zeke Mercer with what appears to be a kendo stick. Putting the fun to an end. Come on, Zeke. Match is over, damn it. And now he's just beating the hell out of both Bands and Paris. Well, the message is clear, Paul. Zeke did not take kindly at all to Brianna Bands, sticking her nose in this match, simply sticking up for her girl, Paris, and down she goes. Come on. And look who's out here, too. That's Princess Amanda at ringside, barking orders at Zeke. Obviously, she was also once a part of the matriarchy, now with Psychedelic Dreams.
And I hate to see that so much, Austin. This was a huge win, a huge moment for Paris in her singles career, and Zeke could not lose this match gracefully, getting involved in now a chair in the ring.
Yeah, Zeke now introducing a chair to this equation, and this is just ridiculous. The match is over. It's clear that Zeke Mercer has darker intentions, just dragging Paris Sahara. Come on, Zeke. Zeke making their intentions known. Has Paris. Come on.
This is not right.
Not at all. Locking up Paris over that chair, and oh, come on. Really?
I don't even know what to say, Austin. We've been having so much fun tonight. This has been an amazing show, and Zeke Mercer just determined to ruin it.
Couldn't agree with you more, Paul. Sorry that you had to be here to witness this, but Zeke Mercer taking matters into their own hands. Finally, we have some officials out here to go and check on Paris Sahara. Poor Brianna Bands was coming to the rescue of her girl, and this is just awful. We see our broadcast colleague Toddy Tondera also checking on Paris as well. Obviously loved by everybody here at the Penn Brewery.
Well, I mean, regardless of this completely horrific lack of sportsmanship from Zeke Mercer, the record books will show that at Thanksgiving Bash 4 at Penn Brewery, Paris Sahara
once again the winner of the match,
Zeke Mercer,
Paris Sahara.
As Sean Collier is so kind to point out there.
Ever so kind. Well, Professional Paul Michaels, I do want to thank you so much for joining me on commentary this evening. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving.
Always a pleasure, my friend. I will be handing things back now to Toddy Tondera, the voice of 880 Wrestling, to take you through the rest of this great show. The Professional is clocking out. I'm going to get a beer. Bring me one.
Fans, take a very brief moment to thank everyone who is making the show possible tonight. Most importantly, the Sorg team, the camera operators from Sidekick Media who are beaming this show all around the world on IndyWrestling.live. You can subscribe and watch live on YouTube, even when you're not here with us live at 880 Wrestling. Let's also thank the announce team for tonight. Of course, my compatriot in the ring, Eamon Payton. One more time for Eamon. As well as 880's most elite, Austin Carnes, Professional Paul Michaels, and everyone's favorite, Toddy Tondera. Give it up for Toddy. Don't forget 880's official emotional support twink, Lainey Alexander, on sound. Give it up for Lainey. And our referees for the evening, Scott Lefty Davidson, Jimmy James, and Tony Leo. Make sure you see all of them and all of your favorite 880 stars in our next chapter, which is going to move up to the warehouse in Allentown. If anyone's been to either of the Enjoy Wrestling Hilltop County Fair events, that is the new home for 880 Wrestling, starting next Thursday night for Thursday Night Fights.
Heck yeah.
Who's coming back for more 880 Wrestling? Thank you. The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall.
880's most elite joined back at the commentary table, Toddy Tondera, for this tag team attraction.
Toddy, I'm right next to the stairs.
I'm sorry.
What the hell are they wearing?
Oh, matching t-shirts. Great.
Introducing first, the team of some guy named John and Clayton King. They are leaders by example.
And of course, on Thursday Night Fights, we heard the diatribe of some guy named John and Clayton King claims Effy and Billy Dixon never intended on creating opportunities for the gray community. They only wanted to line their pockets.
Introducing the Alpha Ally of Appalachia, Clayton King, and the gentrifier, some guy named John. They are leaders by example, and they are gay enough to be your new gay icons of professional wrestling.
Gay enough, huh?
These two are gonna make me sick, Toddy. Look at these two goofballs. Oh. You know, Professional Paul Michaels went to go grab a beer. I think I need to go grab one myself, Toddy.
The new... I guess what they're trying, they are gay enough to be icons. Well, I've seen kisses and I've seen whatever that is, and it is not gay enough.
That is not gay enough at all.
Clayton King isn't. He isn't.
I endorse that statement.
Leaders by example claiming they are gay enough to get the job done. Well, you can call yourself an icon, and you can be an icon. Here comes two gay pro wrestling legends at Thanksgiving Bash.
And their opponents. Introducing first, he's in a really, really good mood today. The Business, Billy Dixon. And his tag team partner, this is Effy. Together they are Gay Leadership.
Finally, the real leaders have entered the chat. Billy Dixon, Effy, grace their presence in an 880 wrestling ring. A lot of the 880 faithful here in the locker room call him Uncle Effy. And Billy Dixon checking on the business here once again.
Tony, I had a nice conversation with Effy before the show began earlier today, and I asked him what was his opinion on these shenanigans that the leaders by example have been putting on over the last couple weeks. And he said 3 words, not gay enough.
Looks like some guy named John is going to be starting things off here. A little different look for some guy named John.
Still looks like the biggest clown this town has ever seen.
If some guy named John is the biggest clown this town has ever seen, I hate to think what you think of Clayton King.
Oh, I don't think I can say it on air, Tony.
Yes, we do. Yes. If you claim to be gay enough. Oh. I'll tell you what, everyone respects
I
Effy.
damn sure don't want to kiss you. Don't look at me.
Everyone expects Effy in the 880 locker room, aside from these two bozos in the ring here. Now, some guy named John may have come a long way since last Thanksgiving Bash when he won the buy-in battle royal for that #1 contendership for the TNF Championship, which later we know he captured the TNF Championship, but he's in there against an icon, a myth actualized. He's in there with Effy. And the last time we saw Effy, of course, he defended the GCW Championship against MV Young on Thursday Night Fights. And I'll tell you what, earlier this week we were reminded by some guy named John that Effy unfortunately lost that GCW Championship. But what he haven't lost is gay dominance.
He lost at the Koger. Oh, and just caught up on the top turnbuckle.
Oh, big slam there. Yeah, but not to cut you off, but as you mentioned, he lost it to Atticus Koger. And during Effy's GCW Championship reign, we saw a lot of this. Shades of...
It's not phasing John, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that is...
Oh, that certainly is taking a bite. Why not?
Taking a bite out of some guy named John here. Oh, bridging out cover 2. Shades of whips and chains. One of my favorite matches in 880 history. Then Den of Desire battled leaders by example in that very ring. Some guy named John and Clayton King has had some big moments at Penn Brewery. Nothing bigger than this. You think they'd show a little appreciation?
You think they would, Toddy, but I mean, the history writes itself, especially with the leaders by example, picking on you, picking on Eamon, more specifically picking on me, picking on my friends. I mean, that's just the leader by example language that they've been spewing for weeks and weeks and weeks. And I hate to sound biased here when I say this, but I'm pulling for Effy and Billy Dixon.
Oh, you're allowed to sound biased. Oh, headlock driver there. Oh, look at that one. The headlock driver, Effy can no longer succumb to. He has powered out.
Yeah, and some guy named John was just as shocked as all of us were.
I think some guy named John saw that GCW championship match, was scouting Effy. He knows that Effy did lose to that headlock driver, but not tonight at the brewery.
Only difference is Effy don't have the skewers in his head, and oh no! Clayton King dropped right on some guy named John.
Yeah, that's the closest he's ever come to a man's lower frontals right there.
Yeah, look at this. Billy Dixon and Effy working together.
Oh, round and round we go. Give him a little more of that.
Please.
Oh, big hip attacks. I think that was more of a hump there from Effy. But what do you make of what Clayton King and some guy named John has been spewing? 1 second here, Billy Dixon proving that you can't see the gay community quite like the business. But Effy and Billy Dixon coming in here to 880 Wrestling out of the disrespect of Clayton King of some guy named John. Earlier this week, SG&J, Clayton King says that Billy and Effy only managed rainbow capitalism on the gay community. So they only did this to line their pockets.
I guess so, Toddy. I mean, the amount of nonsense that is spewed out of the mouth of both John and Clayton, it's hard to keep up with. But I'm glad that Billy Dixon and Effy are here. They're showing up to hopefully put these two finally in their place. As Billy Dixon just takes full control.
Our biggest show of the year here.
Yeah, but look at Clayton King got the leg up as Billy Dixon was looking to go off the ropes.
Oh, chop low, Billy Dixon in unfamiliar territory here. Clayton King, and this is where leaders by example excels. Oh, come on now.
Yeah, Clayton King just taking Effy off the apron.
Some guy named John working on Billy Dixon. And, well, the Ferret chants have followed us from the south side over to Penn Brewery here as the so-called Alpha ally of Appalachia takes control.
And I guarantee you it's going to fall over to Allentown too, Toddy.
Well, he does suck, but I know for damn sure there's something that he doesn't suck, and that's the problem, Austin.
Leave that up to your imagination.
Into the corner here. Oh, big straight right hand by Clayton King.
This is just vintage Clayton King. Vicious back elbows, tags back in some guy named John.
And not to take anything away from leaders by example, they've had big wins in recent weeks against MDMA. John is on a singles winning streak himself here in the cover two. Oh, just a 2 count.
Yeah, and I guess you could argue this is probably the most vicious side of the leaders by example that we've seen in quite some time. They seem to be on the same page. There was a brief moment in time where Clayton and John didn't seem eye to eye with the addition of Marco Narciso and Reese Hayes and his power trip that he's gone on. But over the last couple of weeks, as much as it pains me to say it, this is probably the best form of the leaders by example we have seen.
You bring up a good point. Marco Narciso also a part of leaders by example. What do you think about this gay enough garbage? I'd like to pick his brain if it wasn't so skewered with bad thoughts, borderline indecent.
We'll get him on the podcast.
Yeah, for sure. And Billy Dixon here firing up here. And Billy Dixon, not the nicest individual in the world, a regular at Enjoy Wrestling, going through a divorce himself with Sonny Kiss. But right now, he's fighting for all of gaydom. Oh!
Yeah, King of Clayton right into some guy named John. What a big elbow drop from Billy Dixon.
Just a 2 count here. This one's going to continue. And I think wisely here, they've kept Billy Dixon in the ring You saw some guy named John level Effy off the apron a little bit earlier on. They don't want Effy in this match.
Not at all. Look at Clayton King go. Oh, just completely keeping Billy Dixon in the opposite direction, but oh!
Yeah, I don't know if Billy Dixon is the individual you want to have a slug fight with. Oh, Enziguri, Clayton down. And could Billy make the tag here?
Enziguri proved dividends. Billy is crawling to the corner. John is legal, and now here comes Effy.
And here comes Effy dishing out clotheslines, and a clothesline for you, and a clothesline for you. Making a statement here.
Taking it to the leaders by example is Effy.
And when he was GCW champion, he defended that GCW championship across 15 promotions in 5 countries, 40 defenses of that championship title.
And you can only imagine after losing that championship, he has a newfound aggression that he wants to take out on these two, and he's doing just that. And Tony, we saw this before.
Oh! And he is the torchbearer to say if these two are indeed gay enough, but a 2 count there.
Only 2 for Effy.
Directing traffic a little bit in there, and in comes the business Billy Dixon.
Overalls and all.
Oh, assisted cutter there. Cover.
Cover by
2.
Billy Dixon. Oh no, foot on the rope.
I didn't even catch that. Austin, great eyes in the monitor there.
Yeah, some guy named John had good ring awareness, knew exactly where he was. Tag it back in, here comes Effy.
Calling themselves the 2-gay power trip here. Oh, setting up for a stunner. Well, I guess they're deciding who's the bottom and who's the top. Yes.
I don't know. I don't think they agree with that position either. They may want to switch it up a little bit.
Oh, looking for a combination pedigree and stunner, but maybe taking too much time. And into the corner goes Billy Dixon.
Yeah, it took just a little bit too much time. You can't let those pesky little leaders get away with it.
Oh, hanging him out to dry on that top rope and down. Cover here. 2. Oh, just a 2 count.
Some guy named John was ever so close to pinning Effy. Could you imagine John getting the win over Effy?
In my worst nightmares, I would not wish that on 880 Wrestling. And a big double spear from Effy. Cover here. 2-0. So close.
Well, hopefully that nightmare doesn't become a reality.
No.
Effy turning things around. What a match. Effy just picks up the lifeless body of some guy named John. And oh, wait a minute.
Wait.
Billy, what? Why?
Wait a second here. That was Billy Dixon. Low blow. Oh, my goodness. He couldn't help but be the top tonight. What is this all about?
Really? Really, you're going to do this?
I know we know Billy Dixon is going through a divorce with Sonny Kiss right now.
Pops a squat in the front row is Billy Dixon, and no, not like this.
You gotta be kidding me. What? Wait a damn second.
Over and round goes Effy. Come on. Oh.
Corrective action. Cover. 2. No. No, just a 2 count.
Well, there you go. Billy Dixon's plan failed, turning and low blowing Effy. Wait, I'm so confused.
Billy Dixon here. Now Effy, I don't know who's on whose side here.
Yeah, this tag team match is now turned into a 3-on-1 handicap match.
What the hell?
Billy directing traffic for the leaders by example.
Does Billy think that they're gay enough?
Come on, no, not like this. Triple power bomb, here's the cover. Damn it!
The biggest upset.
Here are your winners. Clayton King, some guy named John, leaders by example.
Austin, did we see what we thought we saw? Leaders by example, pinning the former GCW champion.
Well, I hate to break it to you, Toddy. Your nightmare just became reality. Some guy named John just pinned Effy. Why? Oh.
I'm disgusted by this. Oh, good.
This is just a damn shame. Come on. Oh. I'm not gonna be able to sleep now, Toddy. Thanksgiving's ruined. Cancel the holiday. Cancel Thanksgiving.
From our family to yours, this is just disgusting here. Leaders by example defeat Effy and Billy Dixon at Thanksgiving Bash 4. I think Christmas is canceled too.
Cancel the rest of 2025 while you're at it. Oh, these two make me sick.
Well, we have one saving grace left, and it is in fact a saving grace. It's David Lawless. Let's get to our main event.
The following is the main event of the evening. It will be fought under hardcore rules. There must be a winner, and both the 880 hardcore title and David Lawless's career are on the line.
Will this be the last time the gavel David Lawless Esquire enters an 880 wrestling ring?
There he is, Toddy. The gavel David Lawless has came back to the Penn Brewery.
And David Lawless, you had a chance to sit down with David Lawless Esquire on the Two Jagoffs podcast, and he spoke from the heart. He loves 880 wrestling. David Lawless was one of the first individuals that helped us put Dottie Block together. When the doors opened, David Lawless was the first one in them. If he's fought with us, if he's fought against us, he's always fought for the love of pro wrestling.
Always has, always will. Loved, sometimes even hated. So great to see him.
Now, we won't talk about how David Lawless captured the 880 championship, but before the night was over, when we introduced the 880 world title, David Lawless walked out of Dottie Block as the champion. He has trained Gianni Michael Amrico and the Dangerous Knights crew. He's also trained his opponent tonight. And you can hear what Penn Brewery thinks of David Lawless Esquire. Okay. It's real. It's real, Austin.
Chills are setting in.
And this individual may have been partially trained by David Lawless, but David Lawless has never defeated Reese Hayes. Reese Hayes is 5-0 against Lawless. Reese Hayes' wrestling career didn't start off on the most positive note. It took him a little while, to say the least, to pick up his first victory. His first victory, Austin, against the Gavel David Lawless Esquire.
The history writes itself, Tawny. The lineage between these two go on for quite some time, longer than I've even been a part of 880 Wrestling. And I gotta tell you, I went back and watched some of Reese Hayes' and David Lawless's prior matches. This is a completely different Reese Hayes from that time.
Completely different. This is not the Reese Hayes that was trained by David Lawless. This is the leader by example. This is the hardcore champion. It is championship versus career. Let's give it over to Sean Collier for introductions.
Introducing the challenger from the Supreme Court, standing at over $1.5 billion in settlements and verdicts. This is the Gavel David Lawless Esquire. And his opponent from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in tonight at 182 pounds, with an undefeated record of 5-0 in matches against David Lawless, your 880 Hardcore Champion, amateur wrestler, Reese Hayes.
Referee for this contest is Scotty Lefty Davidson. And here we go. We've seen main events here at Penn Brewery, but no bigger than championship versus career. Now, I had a moment to speak with David Lawless before this bout tonight, before this event started, and he said if he can't beat Reese, he has to call it quits. It means that much to him. If he feels like if he is defeated by Reese Hayes a sixth time, it's time for him to go.
You know, David Lawless made a similar statement when I interviewed him on my podcast, Two Jagoffs, this past week. He said, if this is the end, Toddy, he's content with it. But what he's not content with is not having a single victory over Reese Hayes. He wants to take that hardcore title, Toddy.
Oh, yeah, say what you want. Oh, big atomic drop there. Say what you want about the Gavel David Lawless, but there's no opponent that's remained undefeated against Lawless in one-on-one competition in his whole career. Reese Hayes has dominated Lawless. No matter how we slice it, no matter how we say it, it's always been amateur wrestler with the W. But right now he's creating some space from Lawless.
And I mean, that's what you got to do for your Reese Hayes. I mean, this match is contested under hardcore rules, Tony. Let's not forget that. So this match could pretty much go almost anywhere. But we've seen Lawless go to that deeper state before. Reese got to stop barking at the fans and focus at the task at hand.
Oh. Big clubbing blow by David Lawless. Oh. Right into that pole. And you're 110% correct, Austin. There are no rules to this match, so the punishment that Lawless can inflict on Reese, Lawless can't even be sued about it.
Not at all. That's what makes this match so special as he just sends Reese Hayes into the wall. Did he break the wall?
A little shout out to the King of Pittsburgh, MV Young. Right to the left of that, MV Young was thrown through that wall last year, and right to the right of that, Reese Hayes' body print imprints on the wall.
Got both owners.
Yeah, we're not gonna report him to the bar or anything. Yeah, owner for owner, huh?
Oh, pretend like that didn't happen. And here's Reese Hayes, that vicious side that we've seen since he's joined the leaders by example. Obviously, we saw what happened to Brandon St. James and MV Young ever so long ago.
Yep. Oh! And just like any 880 wrestling show, the environment is a weapon. The fire in this crowd behind David Lawless. So proud to have worked with him. I'm so proud it's an honor to call this match.
Absolute honor to be here with you, Toddy, for David Lawless versus Reese Hayes. But if I know Lawless, I don't think this is going to be the end just yet. He wants that hardcore title. He is a lawyer.
I think he's the audience's lawyer, in fact. Paying a little homage to the Hitman Bret Hart with his gear this evening. Coming out there in that leather jacket, and that same leather jacket that David Lawless wore to the ring was the same leather jacket that he wore in that Iron Man match against Reese Hayes on Dottie Block. That Iron match that saw Tyler Ray Kendrick's commentary debut. That same Iron Man match, of course, that Reese Hayes was victorious. And you can see the surgically repaired left knee of David Lawless being now worked on by Reese Hayes here.
Something I talked about when I had my conversation with David Lawless was the injury history that he once had. And you see that bracelet he's wearing on that left leg. Reese Hayes is going to do everything he can to expose that, especially since this is hardcore rules. As much as I can't stand Reese Hayes, this is a wise strategy from the champ.
And regardless of the rules, amateur wrestler Reese Hayes is somebody who will pick you apart limb from limb. And he's going to again work on that knee. Oh, God.
Bone cracking.
And that same knee, issues started to occur with that knee in an 880 wrestling ring. So how apropos for Reese Hayes to dog on him now. A big knee.
But just as David Lawless fights free, Reese Hayes responds, this time with a neck breaker.
And 1 year ago at Thanksgiving Bash, it was Nick Wilde versus Reese Hayes. And we always talk about the fact that Reese Hayes forever changed because of Nick Wilde. Shoulders down, wait a second. Oh. And we have not seen the same Reese Hayes since Reese's battles with Nick's, and those battles with Nick's started right here at Penn Brewery.
Absolutely, but you hear those gavel chants, Toddy. 880 fans are clearly in support of David Lawless. Whatever wrongdoings he did in the past clearly is forgiven by our fans. They want to see him go out there and beat Reese Hayes. But look at Reese Hayes go.
Well, the amount of respect, again, say what you will about the gavel, but the amount of respect that the locker room has for David Lawless, the amount of respect that this audience has for David Lawless, they don't want to see some young punk, some little snot Reese Hayes. Oh, suplex David Lawless this many times.
Yeah, here's the cover by Reese Hayes, and you see the blood starting to shed now. What appears to be the forehead of Reese Hayes. About to get hardcore.
Oh yeah, blood dripping down the champion's forehead. And we've seen Brandon St. James staple money to that same forehead. And the result of seeing your own blood can do a number of things. It can knock you out of it, or it can motivate you. And here we go, dialing up with the 4-1-2, colliding with David Lawless.
4-1-2 connects right to the face, and Reese Hayes gonna go high.
Oh.
Lawless rejects, though.
Yeah, Lawless attempting to get his bearings back under him here, chasing him over, eating a big boot here.
Yeah, big boot from Reese Hayes. Oh my gosh! What a cutter!
Lawless plants Reese Hayes here. Sidekick Media with that replay.
Yeah, look at this. Reese Hayes went sky high, and David Lawless just caught him with that cutter. I don't know where the hell the gavel got that from, but that was incredible.
But I'll tell you what here, the gavel was not able to make that cover right away. Is there still gas left in the tank for David Lawless here?
Might just be as David Lawless gonna tee off on the champ.
Oh, big kick to the gut there.
Yeah, and here comes Reese Hayes. And now Lawless with another neck breaker. Signature leg drop by David Lawless. Here is the cover, possibly for the title. No!
And in that very ring, David Lawless saved us from the Dead Hand Society single-handedly. That is the night that we embraced David Lawless, Esquire. That's when he became more than just friends. That's when he became family to 880 Wrestling. And he's going to have to put amateur wrestler out to pasture to save his career tonight. Oh, this is just getting too much. Cover, 2, and no!
Only 2. The gavel will see to live another day. And come on, Reese, don't blame the damn official because you can't get the job done. Lawless clearly kicking out at 2.
Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me. You're the one that overthrew my power.
Yeah, blaming our official, now blaming you, Toddy.
That's your official now, buddy. Wait a second here. Oh!
Planning Reese Hayes, we might have a new champ, Toddy.
2, 3, 2. God damn it.
I'm not used to being in a chair, almost jumped out of it. Oh, so close. So close, yet so far away from becoming hardcore champion.
880's Most Elite Austin Carnes, Toddy Tondera for the main event of Thanksgiving Bash 4. Title versus career, Lawless versus Reese in a big blockbuster. Sends Lawless down, cover here. Career on the line, and oh!
Only 2. And you hear those gavel chants, Toddy. They want Lawless to win this. And I think that's just pissing Reese more off. Uh-oh, though, David Lawless has Reese Hayes up. Has him up and drops him off the knee.
Oh, but the instability of that left knee slowed him down.
Oh!
Basement Ace Crusher. Wait, what the hell?
Is that Marco?
Marco Narciso, the lover boy of Reese Hayes. Death the deal to Lawless.
Well, Toddy, remember, this is hardcore rules, so the match will continue on. I was wondering when a leader by example would stick their nose in this match and not like this.
Oh, my goodness.
Why?
After a victory over CPA a little bit earlier on.
I hear the stairs rumbling.
Oh, it's
GME.
GME.
Go get him, GME. Go get him. Go get him.
The protege of David Lawless. There's hell to pay to the Dead Hand Society, but there's also hell to pay to anybody who bothers David Lawless. And here comes Clayton King.
Another leader by example, Clayton King, spoiling Gianni Michael Enrico's save attempt. This is just mayhem.
Oh, there we go. Yes! And of course, in this very building, GME and David Lawless have put each other through hell and back. And of course, David Lawless saved GME. And I'll tell you what, it's not pushback, it's slickback tonight at the Bash.
These two were once a part of a tag team. The history writes itself. Frenemies, I guess you could call it. And we're going to see maybe one big
Neckbreaker. Big coffin flop.
Oh, yeah. Thank goodness for Gianni, Michael, and Rico.
Wait a second. Oh!
Nick's wild. No.
The 880 champion here. Wait a second. On the shoulders. The power of Nick's Wild. Wild driver.
Perfectly connects on the gavel. But wait a minute. Nick's Wild's not alone, Toddy. Look behind them.
The gutter phenomenon is here.
Brendan St. James with that shotgun drop kick off the top, taking it to the champ.
Oh, do you see what I see, Austin?
I think BSJ eyeballing the 880 championship. Could this be a sign? But look at BSJ taking flight nearly out the front door.
Like a dart through your computer screens, the gutter phenomenon and the 880 champion are brawling outside. Meanwhile, Lawless and Reese inside the ring here.
Yeah, just like that, David Lawless and Reese Hayes back to a singles match.
Big elbow.
Reese Hayes, though, climbs back to the top rope into another blockbuster.
But what Leaders by Example has done to David Lawless. Oh, double arm DDT of the cradle fashion. Cover here.
Not like this on Lawless.
No.
Only two. That was two. Two. Get.
Come on, folks. Everyone's favorite lawyer on the mat now.
Reese Hayes is shocked that David Lawless kicked out, and he's calling. Oh, not this goofball! Why is he back out here?
Oh, get back up there!
Get out of here!
Get back upstairs!
Some guy named John looking for the hardcore title just took it out of Sean Collier's hands. Come on!
Sean Collier keeping that hardcore championship safe.
Some guy named John with title in hand, and oh yeah, here's the Muay Thai maniac.
Casey War is here. Everybody standing up for the gavel tonight at the Bash.
Evening up the odds is Casey War with that barbed wire hockey stick. Take it to him, Casey, please. Russian leg sweep.
Beat his ass.
And just like that, Reese Hayes is in the opposition. But
oh no!
That was not meant to happen.
Casey! Look at the shock in Casey's eyes. Reese dove out of the way. Reese is up. Oh my goodness! Low blow by Reese Hayes.
Going low on Casey War.
Oh, Saito suplex. Completely by accident. The Psycho knee making contact in another low blow by amateur wrestler Reese Hayes. Career on the line.
Reese Hayes going low, Toddy. Not like this. Oh! Into that cutter. We've seen Lawless perfectly execute that on Reese before.
The diving ace crusher.
No.
And by Casey War's hockey stick, the gavel is slain.
Right to the back of the neck of David Lawless.
Oh, goodness. And David Lawless is out here. Oh, my goodness. David Lawless is already out. And now Reese Hayes securing in the Muda lock.
Not only that, though, Toddy, the hockey stick, the barbed wire covered hockey stick, squeezing out the life of Lawless. That's it.
And court adjourned for the last time on the career of David Lawless. God damn it.
It's over.
We got to get out of here.
Here is your winner, and still 880 hardcore champion, amateur wrestler Reese Hayes.
We got to get out of here. The career of David Lawless is over. Thank you for being a part of Thanksgiving Bash 4 from 880's Most Elite Austin Carnes. Leaders by example, total takeover tonight.
Total takeover. What a damn shame. Thank you, David Lawless.
Thank you for watching. I'm Toddy Tondera, and get roached.